your mind, but you don't care. It's a shame. Waking up to kingdom come hills, with Michael of everyone but this. I am the last of the natural ones alive. Let yourself go and have some fun, little one. Open up, 'cause here I come, here I am, with the gift for everyone not to shine, and the good things that we all share what we got. Take no chances, you're aware that you're not. It's a typical story where the bassist kills the singer, the guitarist and the drummer find they're in love with each other. It's the story of the kid who clearly won't know what to say when the love of his life starts to calmly walk away. And it's the story of the dad who decides to chase his dream. He quits his job, he falls apart, and he loses everything. And it's the story of the kid who just wants to make a record, loves and crafts it, but nobody ever cares about it. Whoa. Hey, what's your name? Talking's for the guys who hate. We should sit in silence while we think of what to say. Hey, I don't think this is working out. Will you forget I even asked you to come over to my house? Hey, I don't think I know much, but I know I couldn't take a good push. So if you feel like I've been talking enough, just tell me to shut up and I will probably shut the fuck up enough. I'm afraid of everything staying the same or worsening. So what's the point of finding calm when calm to me is unsettling? Settle down, little kid, your bones are shaking in your skin. Go and try and take a breath though, nothing more, nothing less. Just a typical story of the king who had it all except for citizens who didn't want his head up on a wall. It's the typical story of the wife who couldn't quit being in love with such a giant piece of shit. It's the story of the queen who could never ever think of any redeeming qualities a man could ever bring. It's the story of the dog who wanted to run away till he learned that his life is wasted for inside a cage. I don't really need much, just a place to be alone, and you don't really see much. I think that I'm invisible. My mirror shows another guy. A guy doesn't do shit, he just sits and is miserable. Everybody's gotta live a life and they didn't ask for. Why would he put me here just to die? Just to die. Hey, what's your name? Talking's for the guys who hate. We should sit in silence while we think of what to say. Hey, I don't think this is working out. Will you forget I even asked you to come over to my house? Hey, I don't think I know much, but I know I couldn't take a good push. So if you feel like I've been talking enough, just tell me to shut up and I will probably shut the fuck up enough. Everybody's gotta live a life and they didn't ask for. Why would he put me here just to die? Just to Hey, what's your name? Talking's for the guys who hate. We should sit in silence while we think of what to say. Hey, I don't think this is working out. Will you forget I even asked you to come over to my house? Hey, I don't think I know much, but I know I couldn't take a good push. So if you feel like I've been talking enough, just tell me to shut up and I will probably shut the fuck up enough.
Oh, there, bud, get your bone there, Ray. It's time for the wake and bake, eh? Roll up a split there, bud. Oh, yeah. Dynamic duo is back.
I'm from the Great White North, right? Like up above the states.
Yeah.
The big landmass that the rest of the world hates.
Fuck yeah.
Well, we're like above that. Fucking north, I guess. The big patch of trees where everybody's bored to death. We're just chilling up here, sipping syrup, playing hockey. Before we learn to walk, we can cross-check properly. Just rocking plaid jackets. Chainsaws, we operate them right. Fucking A-right we do, bud. We cut our weight in firewood. Every 20 minutes or so. Smoke break. And if the Leafs make the playoffs, I'll fucking jump in the lake. Fucking buddy comes over to my place the other night and he's like, you wanna go out for a rip? And I was like, fucking right. Yeah. So we hop in the truck and hit the mud and I was like, oh, fuck yeah, bud. Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip. Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip. Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip. Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip. I come come from the land of the polite, where shit's covered in ice. And when I'm down in the States, they're like, you're too fucking nice. Like, yeah, we got manners, but fucking buddies still fight and fucking swear and fucking drink all night. Like this one time, me and fucking Buddy are out having a dart, and fucking Buddy burns a hole in my coat. And I was like, fuck, bud. Because the coat was pretty new, right? And he's like, fuck you. So I put his head in a snowbank and just started fucking feeding him the right, left. Like fucking boom, boom, boom. Got enough yet? And he's like, okay, fuck, chill out, shit. So I pulled him out of the snow and we went out for a rip. Yeah. Just out for a rip, are you? Fuck yeah. Just out for a rip. Fucking right. Just out for a rip, are you? Fuck yeah. Just out for a rip. Fucking right. Just out for a rip, are you? Fuck yeah. Just out for a rip. Fucking right. Just out for a rip, are you? Fuck yeah. Just out for a rip. Fucking right.
Hello. I've had too much coffee. Good morning. Yeah. One of the good things about being able to speak French is I can roll my R's. That feels wonderful in your mouths, ladies. Welcome to the Wake and Bake. I'm your boy Broski. I'm gonna get my girl Lollie. Hello, Lollie.
Hi.
Hey, you figured out how the volume works.
I did. I'm pretty proud of myself.
Yeah. Yeah. So last time it was a failure to plug it in.
Mm-hmm.
And now this time it was a malfunction in the volume button area.
Correct.
Okay, so what's it going to be next time? You're just going to forget? I don't know where my chair. Where my chair?
Throw my computer out the window.
Chair gone.
I don't know what happened.
Chair gone. Throw computer out window. Feel better. Sit quiet. Sleep on dog. How do you sleep on your dog longer than I can sleep in my bed? What sort of voodoo do you do?
I don't know.
To accomplish this task?
I'm really good at sleeping.
Is it alcohol? Was it the booze?
I mean, I'm pretty good at sleeping even if I'm not drinking.
That's true. You're actually, I think you might be better at sleeping when you don't drink.
Yeah.
In our brief history of knowing each other relative to our existence on the planet, you seem to wake up earlier when you drink, which is it's like you're a reverse alcoholic. You know how alcoholics drink to go to sleep because, without it they literally could die?
Yeah.
You seem to drink so you can get up at a reasonable hour the next day and accomplish things. You're a fascinating case study.
I was up at like 8 in the morning.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe the because I forget how to say his name. It's been so long. Moogie hasn't, he seems to be very good at sleeping. I remember long sessions of World of Warcraft where he would sometimes jump up on your lap to sleep.
He would just sit there. He's so cute.
So maybe
He's really squirmy though. So
maybe I figured maybe sleeping in proximity of that dog. he's throwing out some good sleep vibes.
It could be. I mean, it actually
ship him to me for a week. If I sleep for more than 6 hours a night, then I'm onto something.
I miss him too much.
3 days.
No.
A day and a half.
No, he's too cute.
An evening, and you can sleep on the floor next to him, so you'll sleep fine.
Why won't you let him sleep on the bed?
Well, he can sleep on the bed, but women, not for me.
What the fuck?
I'm keeping myself humble until T-Tac finally realizes his love for me.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the best choice.
I'm starting to think so, too. Lollie's Indian name is Sleeps on Dog. Ew, gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Sleeps on dog. Oh, he's too squirmy.
Yeah, I'd be squirmy, too, if I had your fat head on me.
What?
You got a lot of hair.
I do have a lot of hair.
Yeah. It's not your head that's fat.
I was gonna say, I don't think my head's very
no,
fat.
No, it's not.
You have a pretty small head.
You have a perfectly proportionate head to your body. Sorry, I don't mean to come on strong like that. I know that's pretty forward, but I've noticed the size of your head recently. Oh my god, that's one of the weirdest things I've ever said.
Yeah.
You
It was
know,
a little strange.
like Would you be weirded out if we met up and I'm just like staring, like instead of, you know how like most guys will get caught staring at your tits, like I'm staring up. You're like, I'm down here, and I'm just like, I know, but it's just so perfect. So I watched Salad Fingers last night, episode 1 to episode 11, and it's put me in this weird fucking. Everything's
I don't
weird
know what
to
that
me.
is.
You don't know Salad Fingers?
No.
Oh man, Salad Fingers is this weird fucking flash animation that came out, I think, in 2004, and finished up like in 2013, and there was a long pause between like episodes. But it's this really weird. Okay, it's a humanoid with a green head and fucked up teeth. Not from Alabama, but green head and fucked up teeth, and he has these salad fingers, right? And these salad fingers are really long and skinny, and he likes to touch rusty things and nettles. And in one episode, he rubs nettles on his nipple, and it makes milk come out of his nipple. Just to kind of give you, yeah.
What?
In the second or third episode, he puts a child into an oven and then impales his finger through a nail, passes out from blood loss, wakes up, and then the camera pans over to the oven and it's just smoking. It's really fucked up. They tackle really fucked up subject matter, but it's not in your face. You have to actually think about it. Like, I watched a video after I watched the series.
Rubbing nettles on your tits is important subject matter?
No. That's just part.
Okay.
That's kind of like the first couple episodes are kind of like to establish how this is a fucked up world. With he seems to inhabit it by himself. And he lives in a small house by himself. So there's themes of loneliness, of love, loss, war, pedophilia, incest, all kinds of really dark subject matter presented in a really rudimentary animation style at first. Like the episodes from the early 2000s are really early flash animation. You would have seen, like, I don't know, on Newgrounds or fucking E-Bombs World. One of those, right? Okay. But the later episodes, you can tell technology has advanced in the past 10 years. So it looks better. But it's really rudimentary in the beginning, and I recommend it. The entire series is an hour long. So if you want to challenge...
The whole thing?
Yeah, the whole series is 10 minutes long. Is an hour long.
What?
It's really fucked up. It's really fucked up. And it's really good, though. I highly recommend it. It's called Salad Fingers. You can find it on the David Firth channel. He actually calls a baby carriage. He sees it in like episode 2. Oh, and he sees the baby carriage, right? And he looks at it and he goes, what is this rather queer looking contraption? and then he just like rubs his salad finger on it. And then he goes, you will be called nettle carrier. And then he puts the nettles in it. And then he puts a blanket over the nettles, and then he pushes the nettles around in this baby carriage. It's good, wholesome entertainment the whole family can enjoy. At one point, there's a pole that comes out of the ground, and he gets mad at the pole for being textureless. You ignorant textureless surface. Yeah, it's fucking out there, man. But it's pretty brilliant. It's pretty intense. The music is really fucked up too. That's a big part of what makes it creepy. If you watch it, I highly recommend you watch it with headphones, because you'll get really subtle changes in the bass that really there's not much to look at on the screen in some parts, but the music is so fucked up that you get anxious, and there's like this sense of, he's very good at creating a sense of doom, of like impending doom, that like it's not here yet, but it's fucking coming. So, yeah, I highly recommend it. If you want to... Broski, you can't use terms like E-Bombs World or Newgrounds with Lollie. Lollie's like 2 years younger. You're 2 years younger than me.
I am.
Like, I like Lollie because she gets my references. You know?
Look, it's Tennessee Marine.
No,
Missed you.
It's Daniel Franklin.
Yeah.
Why do people think you're so much younger than me?
Older?
Like, no, they think you're younger. I am
younger.
But not that much younger. It's like 2 years. No. That's insignificant.
It's like 3 years.
Not really.
It's like 3 years.
Not really.
What year were you born?
Well, 84. What year were you born, Lollie? Is it 2 years later than that?
Might have been 2 years.
Got him. Yes, Broski won. Lollie 754,000. Start my comeback right here, boys. I got her. See, we took a break from the show and you let your guard down, but I've been in the fucking gym working. I've been putting in that work, Lollie. Bobbing and weaving. Fucking, oh, whoo, oh, wha. Yeah.
Oh, it's because I look 22.
Oh, fuck you, Mr. Pho. Just kidding.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I got carded, like, a month ago.
I got carded too, like fairly recently. It was really exciting.
Yeah, but you have more gray hair. You have more gray hair on your head than I do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't have gray hair. What?
I'm about to step over that line where she's not gonna forgive me and we're gonna scrap.
I have no gray hair.
I know.
There's like one. So there's one on like the back of my head that always grows and like turns like it's like randomly. It's like.
Do you have one of those fucking like schizophrenic hairs that always grows in the same spot? Sometimes it's red, sometimes it's white.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Right?
I have one in my beard. Sometimes it comes out like I'm a fucking ginger, and I'm like, holy shit, did part of me die?
Yeah. Be like white or gray or like blonde, like platinum blonde.
Yeah. I'm glad that I'm not alone because I thought that was weird. I had like a chameleon hair, right? I thought maybe it was a mood hair. You know, if I'm pissed off, it gets fiery red. If I'm depressed, it stays black. That would explain the entire black beard I have. When I'm happy, it's white, which would explain the one white hair I have in my beard. Just kidding. I can count them. I have 8.
8?
8.
And none on your head.
No, I have a couple. Well, I shave my head, so. Well, I'm bald. Completely bald.
Oh, yeah, you're
but
bald.
Don't tell me I'm bald because it really hurts my feelings. I wish I was bald, man. Do you know how hard it is to put a fucking beanie on with a shaved head? It's like fucking Velcro. I fucking try to take
What is it like? Does it like stick to it? Or like what?
Yes. Like you put it on.
Really?
Yes. Dude, my beanie usually takes me like half a second to put on because it's an action that I'm very familiar with of putting it on, right? Sometimes if I go with too much gusto on the upswing, when the beanie catches my fucking forehead, I pull my head back and fucking this nice big crack in my neck because it just sticks.
That's just bizarre. I mean, I think the better question, however, is
it's dangerous.
why you're wearing a beanie when it's 187 degrees.
Yeah, it's like the surface of the sun outside. No, I'm not today. I mean, I've shaved my head in the winter. I'm fairly consistent with my hairstyle. Mostly because God didn't give me a choice. And if I let my hair grow out, it's not great. Right? So I'm not one of those people that's going to cling on to a lost civilization. You know, we had a good run. You know.
Yeah.
I have a head for hats. I've accepted that.
I don't look good in hats.
No, you don't.
It's bad.
Well, you don't look bad in hats. You just have a nice head of hair, so it's like a crime for you to cover it up. What a nice thing for me to say.
That's really nice. I'm kind of scared.
I mean, your hair is okay. Wait, hold on. Let me fix things. Your hair isn't anywhere near tater nice, but it's decent for you. There we go. Now I feel like the universe is in balance.
It's sticking out at weird angles right now. I think it's a result of sleeping on the dog.
So you literally
it's like staticky.
Oh my god.
It's like I've got like.
But it was fun because this morning you and Moogie just rolled over and drank from the same bowl. You're like, fuck it, I already. What the fuck? Someone made a KSI with a penis in Minecraft, and Frodo just put it in my Discord, so I got distracted by the big black Minecraft cock. You know. That is weird.
Ew.
I really took time to. It looks like KSI. Like I looked at that, and I didn't even look at who tweeted. I was like, "Yep,
Who the
KSI.
fuck did this?"
Oh, blackout. He's listening to us with no headphones. That's never a good idea when I have a live mic in front of my face. That's not
Hello,
good.
employer.
Oh my god. Please, Lollie. Me and Rob
Hello, don't
already.
ever fire blackout.
Oh my God, that's just that. Now you're just poking. You're daring them.
No, I'm not. No.
So Lollie,
Hmm.
heard you went to dope class.
I did.
Lollie went to dope class. Everybody.
It's not that exciting though.
It is exciting. I can't wait to hear all the wonderful things you learned about.
No, I only told you because I thought you would appreciate it, but there isn't really. It's not all that exciting.
So why didn't I? Why when you told me yesterday, I said, "Oh hell yeah, we're gonna talk about it tomorrow." You're like, "Oh yeah,
I
definitely."
said okay.
Yeah, you said definitely. Was this before or after
Definitely,
Dave
I
and
told you
Buster's?
I would.
Is this
I don't remember.
Lollie's really good at hyping up her stories. So
I
today,
am.
Lollie's coming to the show with some great stories. Not that good. Nah,
It's not bad. It's not good at all.
not great.
It's
Guys,
really bad.
I made it the title.
I saw that. I was like, that's gonna be really disappointing.
Best co-host, not only I've ever had in the history of co-hosts. Doesn't know how to work a volume button. All right. Fails to plug vital equipment in before the show sometimes. Hypes up a story to me off air. Waits till I get on air after I've named the show after said story to tell me that the story sucks.
Dope class.
Well, let's get into this completely unentertaining story, Lollie, shall we?
So, for work, I had to go.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at our complete and utter lack of preparation.
Oh yeah.
That's
I mean, I just show up.
Yeah, that's true. I do hard things. I get Frodo to look for articles for me. But
Yeah.
I pulled 2 on my own this week.
That's good.
So, we'll get to that after we get through the So was it sensitivity training? Like was it marijuana sensitivity training?
No, it
Did
was training on the new medical marijuana program.
Did they give out samples?
They did not,
This-
but I
this-
learned an awful lot about their security.
Oh.
And like, I mean, this is a bunch of lawyers in a room talking about,
Ugh. I just got a
Yeah.
shiver when you said that.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
you felt like a
so,
bunch
like-
of villains meeting up to plot against the superheroes.
I was giggling the whole time. Well, it's really funny because they were talking about, yeah, we don't, we have to import seeds or something because we don't have any legal ones, and there's all these they were talking about like all these different strains and all this, like we have to import these seeds, we don't ask where they come from. Like
What?
so yeah. Yeah.
Everybody
so-
knows where they come from. They come from Mexico.
I don't know where they come from, but
They make it over the border with the illegals. Send them back. They can go back where they come from.
So there's this guy
Uh-oh.
who
This
I
guy-
think he used to work for the federal government, but like his job
He's a Fed.
there was tracking plutonium shipments across the country. And now he tracks pot seeds across the state.
Holy shit! There's a there's a hell of a drop in stress levels there, right?
Yeah.
Chasing evildoers with fucking terrorists looking to
Yeah.
terrorize themselves,
Yeah.
and then you go to stoners being like, "Well, man, don't touch my seed." Later, medic. You better come back before the end of the show to
Yeah.
kick these fucks out of here. But
Oh, that's fair.
Was there anybody in there that took it really, like, he still believed in the war on drugs, like marijuana is the devil? Was there anybody in
No.
there that was No, damn it. I was
No.
hoping there was one really righteous dude, like,
There wasn't, unfortunately. Would have been good, but no. So I said the story's not. Oh, and we also had there was also a presentation on feelings.
Wait. A little bit of my brain just leaked out of my nose when you said
Talk
that.
about
I'm
feelings.
looking to forget a lot. Say it again.
There was also a presentation on feelings.
Go on. What did this what did this fucking presentation entail? Like what?
It was well, they were talking about how they were like, well, we're all lawyers and we're all really smart, but we're all basically emotionally retarded. So it was all about how to express your feelings.
Okay, now
And,
during
like, the
this
difference
part, did
between
anybody jump?
like,
Did anybody jump out the
feelings.
window? Because I would
No,
have.
no.
This is a room full of adults, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
It was
Emotionally
fun.
retarded adults, apparently, correct?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So how long was this presentation on feelings?
That one was like, I think like half an hour.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe a bullet point in a greater presentation. 30 minutes on feelings?
Mm-hmm.
What do you have to say besides feelings? Everybody's got them.
I mean, you're supposed to.
30
I
minutes.
guess if you say something like "I feel attacked," that isn't an actual emotion or something. You're supposed to use
Oh
your big boy
my
words.
God. So they're
to
basically
express
they're
your
getting
actual emotion.
so they're getting all of you in a room so that you speak the right way. Basically, is what I heard.
I think the idea was not so much saying the right thing, so much as recognizing your emotions.
I am so glad I'm a failure, because since I'm a complete failure, nobody gives a shit, so I don't have to sit around things like fucking feelings training.
It was and it was also right after the pot training, so that was.
I mean, if you smoked if they gave out free samples at the pot training and then went right into the feelings training, fine. Pot can loosen you up. You get a little bit more friendly, maybe more inclined to open up to speak about your feelings. I would have gotten that, but no free samples. What are we
No,
supposed to talk about? Our feelings sober?
You need a card.
Card.
There's
For what?
like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
basic. It looks like a driver's license.
Hell yeah, that's my dope license.
There's not that many. I mean, you have to have very distinct like symptoms or diseases, though.
Yeah, I call mine being alive. The government was like, fine, here you go.
No.
Fair enough, bud.
I don't think that one counts.
We had a rough winter there. Hey, here, have an extra ounce. Fucking hell.
I like it.
So you had the dope training, and then you had feeling training. What was after? Was next on the menu? Was there anything else, or was that it?
There was stuff more related
To what you do, yeah. So that
Yeah.
we won't talk about that.
Yeah,
but
that stuff's not that interesting.
How do you know? Well, I can't. Yeah, that's fair.
because I do it. Anxiety to the list. Yes, that was something that they had mentioned. This is.
Oh wow,
this was,
everybody
like,
can
the
get.
day they did that.
So weed's basically free there. I mean, not free. Legal, because everybody has anxiety.
Yeah.
You ever run out of coffee in the morning? There's anxiety. Or even worse, you ever make some coffee and then you go to put in a little bit of sugar or your sweetener of choice, and you're out? Jesus Christ. You have the coffee in your hand. I know struggle, man.
Terrible.
I know struggle.
Sounds that way.
So do you feel like I guess like we'll sum this up, this very thrilling
It is a thrilling tale.
fucking the feeling training. That is holy that's so weird. I don't like that we have to give classes to explain shit that should be basic to people.
Yeah.
I do have it rough up here, man. It's fucking freezing. It goes from freezing to fucking the surface of the sun in a week.
Yeah, it's really hot. Like I'm upstairs and I regret this choice.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It
is hot.
bad. It's really hot.
I'm dying.
Dude, like when I did Chagget the other night, 2 weeks ago, it was over 100 and something degrees in my room.
Yeah.
And by the time I was done, like, do you know how unsettling it is to sweat from your ears?
Sweat from your ears?
Yeah, because I have a noise canceling headset, so they go over my ears. So when I have
No,
them
Frodo,
on,
I won't.
he tried to get me to read it out last week.
I'm not gonna read that.
Why? It's beautiful. It's poetry. You're
I
an
mean,
Earthling. You're already overly emotional. Why do you need a class for that? If she's an Earthling with a vagina, that's super.
I'm not very emotional though.
No, that's true. I'm pretty sure Lollie's.
I'm not.
I'm pretty sure Lollie's a robot.
I have no feelings. Maybe that's why I needed the training.
Maybe they
This
started
is what normal people react like.
and they point. They're like, "This is a sociopath." Lollie's sitting there doing her nails.
Pretty much.
No, you're not a
Pretty much.
sociopath.
Only a little.
A little. Can you be a little
Only-
bit of a sociopath? You're like, just on the weekends,
Yeah.
just a bit. Just
I like it.
I dabble. I dabble in sociopathy. That's my hobby. You know, some people like to knit. I like to mentally manipulate human beings. Can't wait for that to get clipped out of context.
Oh, yeah.
Should be fun. Should be fun. So, Lollie,
Yes.
how have you been?
Oh, good.
How have you enjoyed the summer so far? I feel like we haven't done one of these in quite some time, probably since the summer started, unless there's been one
No.
off or whatever. I don't recall, but my memory, we all know, is nothing that should be relied on ever. But I don't recall us doing a show. So how have you enjoyed this fucking wonderful, beautifully warm summer?
It's too hot, I would say.
You don't like we're on the same. You don't like the like big heat, right? You don't like big,
No.
You're not a big heat fan. You're not gonna sit on your backyard with fucking tinfoil, that tinfoil reflector gimmick to get yourself that perfect tan day one, right? That's not you. Do you
No.
suntan? I can't picture you suntan.
Not really.
I mean, maybe
No,
late at
I
night
j-
when I'm
I-
alone, but not right now.
I go out and garden.
That's true. Is the bunny still messing with your garden? Very concerned.
Yeah, and now Moogie is too. So he's like going
wait,
around
so
and like
wait. So
eating-
your dog turned
eating
heel?
fucking yeah.
Oh shit.
He's like nibbling at the plants.
He was supposed to solve the problem.
He's
become-
useless.
The squirrel is
He's
like
so
this.
useless.
Wait, it's a rabbit, right? Not a squirrel. Is it a squirrel or a rabbit? It's a bunny, right?
It's a bunny.
It's a bunny. Yeah.
It's a bunny. I haven't seen the bunny in a while. In fairness, I think the bunny.
Maybe Moogie consumed the bunny, right? And now he's gained his powers because that's how that works.
He consumed the bunny.
Yeah. So now the
I
bunny.
bet it tastes like sriracha.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. Maybe it finally worked. Tell the fine folks at home why the bunny tasted like sriracha.
Well, because there was a bunny and it was eating my peas and it ate I grew all of this stuff from seeds, so I was
I'm
really
sorry.
proud of it.
I'm sorry. There was a bunny and he was eating all my peas. Was probably
He
one of
did. He ate my peas and my green beans. He's a dick. And then he
I mean, in the bunny's defense, eating green beans right from the garden is one of life's little pleasures.
I know. He was a dickhead.
That's how you can tell I'm getting old.
So, I was looking online to find a way to
To find a
keep my-
gun.
I mean, no, that was that. I only said that in private, but the thing
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I told you that I was gonna.
Get a chain gun.
No, I said I was gonna decapitate the bunny and put its head on a stake as a warning to the others. So.
Oh, she's such a sweetheart. Wouldn't hurt a fly.
I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
No, that's good. I think we should clarify. She did not
No.
impale a bunny rabbit's head on a stick. So,
No.
Just in case there was any confusion in the chat.
I did not. But when I was looking online, they were like, use a fence, and it's already fenced, and the fence isn't doing anything. And they were like, put coffee grounds around. And I'm like, okay,
That's a waste
I'll
of
do
good
that.
coffee.
It didn't work. So I
Just made the
kept
bunny
looking,
hyper.
and I found a website that recommended that you put you spray hot sauce on your plants. So like I basically went around with a bottle of sriracha, just like squirting it all over the garden, and it worked. The bunny is gone.
Rip.
I
Rip.
don't think he liked the sriracha. But that's why the bunny would taste like sriracha.
This is beautiful. I feel like that's such a suburban way to deal with animals.
It was.
You know?
It was
Like, I
bad.
feel like if you lived in the country, you would have rigged up some elaborate trap that would have launched the bunny. Like, it wouldn't have killed it, but it would have crippled it, so it would have taken days for it to come back.
Yeah.
Because they don't have good Wi-Fi out there, so they have to amuse themselves in other ways.
I mean, there was probably a better way to do it, but they said he'll be back. I don't think he will be back. I haven't seen him in a really long time. I haven't seen him.
Yo, they're.
I think he's dead.
I think they're on the bunny.
The sriracha took him out.
You think so? Got like
Yeah.
massive heartburn.
Well, I found some evidence that he ate it.
Oh, well, I didn't know there was that. Speak of this evidence. Immediately.
I mean, it was gross kind of evidence.
Oh, it pooped.
Yeah.
Little sriracha gimmicks in its poop.
It was, but it was a little.
Little
It
liquid.
looked like it might have been a little painful.
Was there blood? No.
Or sriracha.
That's hilarious. Yo, Lollie. Don't fuck with her, man. If you fuck with Lollie, you end up shitting blood. That's the moral of the story.
Bunny might be dead.
Hey.
It might be dead.
Hey.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Whose fault is that? Is that your fault
It
or
is.
the bunny? Goddamn right.
It's the bunny's
it is.
fault. It's the
The
bunny's fucking fault.
What the fuck's this bunny think he is eating your vegetables? Did the bunny fucking pull his weight?
No,
Don't think so.
no.
No.
I fucking grew that shit from seeds.
From seeds.
There's
ladies
also
and gentlemen.
on my porch. I
Mhm.
have my little seedlings, and I started some new ones
Oh.
because the bunny ate them.
Oh.
And I have a few things growing, but I found that there is a pack of really stupid birds. There's like 4 or 5 of them that just
I
sit there
hate
and eat the
birds.
seeds. Yeah, so I've been throwing tennis balls at them.
Okay, go on.
and
Wait, you just go outside with the crazy tennis ball ladies back.
so I mean, and then they come right back. It's not effective at all. I mean, luckily I've managed to grow a couple things, but it ate all my other seeds.
You should invest in a Nerf gun.
Fucking asshole.
You know, like one of those,
No.
or maybe one of those big super soakers with the fucking backpack attachment. Just blast those cocksuckers out of the goddamn tree forever. Or buy a gun. Yeah, Space Medic with a more lethal
So-
suggestion.
Put sriracha on the tennis balls.
Brilliant. See,
That's actually a good.
This is why we need to fucking bring all of our problems to the internet so that they can
I
solve
agree.
it for us. That's a good idea. I don't see how that could possibly backfire on us too. It's an
Mhm.
ironclad solution. BB gun. There you go. BB gun.
I do. I have a pellet gun, but it looks like a freaking. It looks like a rifle, and it's got like a scope and a laser on it.
Jesus.
So I feel like I feel like me sitting on my porch with that might prompt a few calls.
Do it in a bikini.
neighbors.
Do it in a bikini top. Nobody will say a goddamn thing. Wear an American flag as a cape. No one will say a god. They'll just sit there and just. There's one thing I know about Americans, all right, and it's one of the things I admire the most. They love their guns and they love their tits. You have both. You're wasting your time on this channel. You should be on Twitch wearing a push-up bra right now. You'd be killing it. You could quit all
Nah.
that silly going into the office nonsense. Everybody should
Nah.
quit their job and start a Twitch channel. Tommy C's been saying that for years, and I think I'm gonna jump on that bandwagon.
No, I think I'd go crazy.
You probably would. It's not.
I would lose my mind.
Yeah. Plus, you're meaner than I am.
People are crazy.
Mm.
People are fucking crazy on the internet.
Mm.
I do not.
They
want-
take really small things and pretend like they're the end of the world, and then try to garner sympathy from other equally pathetic human beings. So, I don't know.
I mean, it's weird. It's a weird.
It's a very weird place we live in.
hmm
It's a very weird place,
Mhm.
this internet. I can't wrap my head around it at all. I just,
I feel like people should have friends in real life.
ugh, ugh, heretic.
Do things that don't involve the internet every
Oh!
now and again.
I just spit.
I know.
Spit on her, chat, for suggesting we go outside. How?
No, it's far too hot
Dare you.
outside to go now. But
No, but all joking aside, you're completely fucking right. 100%. 150% you're right.
usually, am.
I just,
Start a garden. Everyone should start a garden.
you're not wrong. it would.
It's a great idea.
It would teach them a little responsibility. It would teach them how to take care of something. Maybe, dare I say, love something. God forbid we show any affection for other human beings or the things that we do, lest we be called a pussy. Oh, God, I'm the one that went to feelings training. I think it really
so.
worked. Lollie, do you want to? Okay, welcome to the morning wake and share your feelings.
Share your feelings. Oh,
We're
I don't want to. I don't have any.
We're going to talk like this now, Lollie.
Why?
We're going to talk not because this is the part of the show where we share our feelings.
No, I'm leaving.
Feelings.
Do not want.
Nothing more than
This medic wants to start a plantation.
He can. He's allowed.
Can?
Yeah, he's allowed.
Why?
Because he's black.
Really?
Yeah. Why is that
So
Why is that funny?
So I'm just
Wow.
I think it's funny. It's because
Wow, the
I'm not
blonde
laughing
hair,
at that.
the blonde hair, blue-eyed girl
I'm not
just
laughing
laughed
at
at the
that.
person of color. Oh,
I'm like I'm laughing
Disgusting.
at the I'm laughing at the insinuation that because he's black he's allowed to start a plantation.
yeah,
I don't understand it.
your Aryan is showing, Lollie. Might want to cover that up. We're on YouTube, for Christ's sake. Susan Jojo would not be pleased with you. The views of Lollie do not reflect the views of me. That'll hold up in court, right? That's a legal statement, right?
Yeah, totally.
You're the legal team, so you should know.
It's fine. We're good.
Oh, God, if ever your lawyer goes, it's fine, we're good. Get a new lawyer. God damn. Fuck
Sorry.
it. Either way, I'm going home to my
Terrible
wife
lawyer.
tonight. Fuck you.
Terrible
You
lawyer.
fucking deadbeat.
I mean, in fairness, I do not do that kind of law. The only thing I do is
No, don't tell them
Well.
that. It's funnier if they think you can fucking nail them. You know? No, Lollie's one of those fucking Law and Order lawyers that somehow miraculously the cops, the whole team didn't see anything. She walks into the crime scene, spots a fucking dot of semen at the top of the goddamn wall. She's like, "What's that? Is that DNA?" And boom, case solved. They go into the semen data bank in the NYPD because that's how real life works. They just have everybody's DNA on file. And
What?
boom.
I mean, they do have DNA on file.
Do they have my DNA on file?
I
Why would the
don't know.
Americans have my DNA, Lollie?
I don't know.
Do you want to hear what happened this past week, Lollie? Something fantastic happened.
Okay.
I now have a say in your political future.
Why's that?
Someone gave me their vote. I'm going to tell them who to vote for,
no.
and they're going to go vote. Isn't that amazing? Not only am I an
No.
honorary American, I get an honorary vote.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Why? We're on the same side.
That's true. Who's allowed you to do this?
I'm not divulging that information for
Who
risk
are you
of-
gonna vote for?
Who do you think? I'm voting for Daddy. 2020,
Kamala
baby.
Harris?
Who?
Kamala Harris?
Hey, there's only one Kamala, and it's a big fat black guy in the 80s who used to spank his belly, all right? That's my Kamala. I don't know who this other broad is, but hashtag not my Kamala, all right? If they don't got stars and crescent moons on their belly, I want nothing to do with them.
I mean, ultimately, would this person have voted the same way regardless?
Probably. That's probably why they gave me their vote.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. It's mine now. If I said go vote for this dipshit, they do it, and I trust them to do it too.
Right. Bernie Sanders?
Fuck no.
Vote for Bernie Sanders.
Are you out of your mind?
Isn't he everybody's favorite politician?
He's my neighbor. My neighbor downstairs fucking loves Bernie Sanders, right?
Really?
And I keep telling him, if you like Bernie Sanders so much, you should, one, move to the States because he has no bearing here in Canada. And two, you should encourage him to live by the lifestyle that he is preaching the rest of us to live by. If you want
Yeah.
socialism so fucking bad, why don't you divvy up your homes there, Bernie? Why don't you divvy up that paycheck?
Was it 3 houses he has?
I don't even know. All I know is that he sounds like Larry David, but not funny, so fuck him. We already have a funny Jew. His name's Larry David. Get the fuck out of here. Who the hell are you? Your own party fucked you in the ass in 2016, and now you're just going to stand there and be like, okay, well, you know, it was a bad run, but we'll give it another try. Dipshit.
So I was just looking through Twitter
Oh,
and
God, don't do
Bernie
that.
Sanders came up. No, Bernie Sanders came up ridiculous tweet was abolish the electoral college.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, fuck you. I don't understand the electoral college, but if it works for you guys, that's what you should do.
It's
Don't explain it
worked
to me.
for a couple centuries.
All right,
so
well, there you go. Why? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
Fucking Lumiere said that in goddamn Beauty and the Beast. I've remembered it ever since.
That's true.
Hell, if
It's
you
because
see
we're
that tale as old as time. All right.
federalist system. That's why it works.
Give your vote to a Canadian, such an American.
Not a direct democracy.
I approve. I so approve of this, broski. You goddamn right. Why anyone would vote for a geriatric socialist is beyond me. Fucking, don't
It's
worry.
alright. You could vote for AOC instead.
What? I think she's deranged.
She's terrifying.
She's scary, man.
She's really stupid.
She
Like,
is.
really dumb. Really dumb.
Although she is my inspiration. Every time I walk by a parking lot and it's empty, I look for a fence so I can stand on the other side and cry.
It's so funny.
It's what the fuck was that? Like, it's so verifiable.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like she was in this secret location, right? And she's like, oh my God, this is heartbreaking, and no one could check it up. It's fucking 2019. Everything you
Right.
do can be fucking verified. So what did she
Right.
think? Oh my God, an SUV. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And is the only reason why, like, because I see she's a minority in the chat, is that the only reason she's getting a pass? Like, what if I did? What if I, white guy, did the same thing? Would anybody praise me? Like the way
no.
like the praise that she's getting for that? Like, oh, what a humanitarian. She's looking at a parking lot. That's not, I don't understand. There's a lot of things I look at on Twitter and I see people like cheering on people or getting upset at people. And a lot of the times I just sit there and I go like, why are you getting so mad? What?
And
This isn't supposed to. This isn't supposed to offend you that much or upset you that much, but here you are, really upset. Like it has nothing to
it's
do
pretty
with them.
amazing.
I'll never for the life of me understand the people who get so vitriolic about problems that first don't affect them, two have nothing to do with them, and three only affect them in the fact that it's happening to someone that they like on the internet, not even someone that they know. Someone that they fucking like on the internet, and they're willing to get so mad about that.
I know.
But I don't understand, like, maybe if I was 16, or no, even younger than, maybe if I was 13 and impressionable and YouTube was a thing back then, maybe I could have gotten on the hate mobs and understood it and gotten into that mob mentality. But as an old man,
That's the weirdest part is like the freaking they all have the blue wave shit and like they're all like basically saying the same thing.
yeah,
So weird.
I just don't,
It's so weird. I just don't understand it.
it just feels very, very counterproductive to anything.
Yeah.
I just don't understand it. Like, what at the end of the day, really worth getting that worked up about? Like, are you gonna
Apparently.
get that upset?
People really do. It's just well, so I think the reason people get like so shitty on Twitter and say like the worst possible thing they can think of and just like the nastiest stuff. Like go look through Donald Trump's Twitter, like the replies to it.
Oh, I love. Sometimes when I feel like people,
Fucking amazing.
sometimes when I feel like I'm the most hated person on the internet, I go see Donald Trump and I'm like, nah, he's
Yeah.
Donald's
I
like,
know.
he's not like hold my beer. He's like hold my 2-4.
It's so bad.
It
Well, I
is.
think it's because I mean they're all doing it for attention and points. You
Well-
get points for each nasty thing you say.
I was watching comedians in cars getting coffee, which for those of you who might not know, it's a show with Jerry Seinfeld where he picks up a comedian in a car and goes and gets coffee. It's very self-explanatory.
Seems that way.
But Tina Fey was on, and I don't usually. I'm not a big fan of hers. Like I don't have anything
Mhm.
against her, but I never really watched anything she was in.
Eh.
But she brought up this point that like they were talking about social media, and she's just like, I don't understand why everybody needs an audience now.
Mhm.
Because back in the day, if you wanted an audience, you actually had to perfect a skill or get very lucky. You know, I'm not going to say that everybody that's ever tried to act or whatever is good or whatever, all right? But you had to do something. You had to go to school, you know? You had to go in some way, shape, or form. You had to learn a skill. But now with social media and especially with YouTube, you can just kind of turn something on and then have like just have people watch you and listen to you, and it's like
Yeah,
everybody
it's
seems to need an audience.
It's the Kardashian syndrome.
Exactly.
They don't do shit.
I honestly, if I started getting like 4, 5, 600 people watching me, I might have a fucking nervous breakdown. That's too many
Man.
people.
Yeah.
There's too many people listening to you. Too many people scrutinizing every word you say. I have 17 people watching me, and there's fucking people that take my shit out of context now to try to say to try to say I'm doing horrific shit,
It's true.
which none of it is true. But so could you imagine if you expand the audience exponentially?
Oh, it'd be so much worse.
Maybe if people weren't so fucking mentally deranged, it'd be all right. But I'm fine with the small fucking audience I have now. I'm too old for this shit.
And we can talk to them this way.
I don't really necessarily
Very
like that.
nice.
I don't really necessarily like that part.
You don't like that part of it?
No, that's not necessarily something I enjoyed. But see, the thing is I've always been. It's really weird because I've always been when I used to play shows in a band. If there was more than 100 people there, I'd start having. If there was less than 100 people there, I'd start having anxiety. Not because I was like, oh my God, no one's coming to see me. It's because the less people there are, the more that you can individually see their faces and the look of disappointment when they don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
But when there's 1,000 people in the crowd, that people become faceless. There's no more individuals. It's just a collective now. And unless all those individuals get on the same page and start booing the shit out of you, you don't really hear the negativity.
Yeah,
So, I don't know.
it's true.
But if people don't take things out of context, how else will they have something to mine for e-fame? Fair enough. God forbid they actually rely on talent, or maybe an interesting program. God forbid. That takes work, though. That takes planning. But you know what doesn't take planning?
The show.
Reading articles on the internet. Want to jump into some articles? Because, ladies and gentlemen,
Yay!
we got some doozies for you this week, and it's the big return of the Sims autism. We're almost done the first hour. The first hour is the meander part.
Mm-hmm.
Now
we're on point.
we're just trying.
We're good.
Yeah,
Let's go.
The first hour is just us trying to get that first hour out of the way.
You have to send me the articles, though.
Don't ever tell me how to live my life.
I will
Just
tell
kidding.
you again. You have to send me the articles.
What's the magic word? Now! Okay.
Yeah.
All right, our first one. Here's the article.
I'm pretty excited. I've seen some of these. But yes, I
Yeah.
love this one. I love this one.
I thought this one was perfect. What the fuck is that? Ew. Ew. There's an AOC gif in my Discord, and she is just an and it keeps playing. I can't stop it. All right. Well,
Delete it.
That's time. No, I can't. I'm not going to start deleting people's free speech. That would be terribly un-American. All right. Our first story, which I swear to God is a complete coincidence. Police caution against flushing drugs due to Alabama's meth gators. They should do that with their professional wrestlers,
Bye, Fruit
too.
Bat.
What?
Don't have an existential crisis.
Bye, Fruit Bat.
Listen to Meth Gators.
Uh,
You'll be fine.
All right, this was posted on July 15th, so fucking late breaking news. This basically just came out. That's why people come here is the hot, up to the minute news.
I feel like I tweeted this like a week ago.
I think I might have actually taken this article from that tweet. See, you do some work. There you go. You went to dope class and fucking. All right. A police department in Tennessee used the recent arrest of a guy who unsuccessfully tried to flush some meth down the toilet to proverbially dunk on a fellow. Wow.
Proverbially.
I know, but it's not that. It's proverbially dunk on a fellow embarrassing headline generator, i.e. increasingly harrowing state of Alabama. Is that me or is that really poorly written?
It's convoluted.
Okay. So it's not. I'm not 100% retarded.
Unnecessary degree.
Okay, thank you. The Loretto Police Department took the arguable social media graveyard service known as Facebook over the weekend to announce the arrest of the man in question, sharing an AL.com spotted photo of the recovered substances and related paraphernalia. That the department also shared a message warning others not to emulate the hasty flush method, utilized with diminished results here, randomly mocking Alabama for what they characterized as a recent uptick in methed up animals.
How?
Well, hopefully we'll find out.
Oh, I have to.
I question meth gators. The gators still have all their teeth and are not offering to suck off the locals for a rock of meth. That's true. Not yet, anyway. This is the first we're hearing about the meth gators. Give it time. There's no telling what a couple weeks, couple months, couple years could do to these meth gators. All of a sudden,
What does meth do? What is the is that the one that makes you like pick at your skin or something?
yeah, when you smoke a lot of it, you'll start to. Well, I mean, heroin does that too. When you do these types of drugs and they're uppers and because they're uppers, right? So what happens is you stay up for days. And you eventually start to hallucinate. And the feeling of bugs is like, you ever get like a shiver?
Like a shiver?
Yeah, like it's like something freaks you out and you get like, it's like that, but it feels like it's inside your skin and it's moving.
Ugh.
Yeah. I've had people.
Why would anybody do that?
I've had people describe it to me.
I don't know why anyone would do that.
I don't know.
That doesn't even sound fun.
Sounds
awful.
I've never smoked meth. Somehow, when you have to use the strip from a lithium battery in your drug, that's when I'm like, I'm good. I'm good.
Do not want.
Don't need. Don't need. Although I'm reasonably sure I did a line of cocaine, which was like 50-50 with chlorine once. But that's a story for another day.
Meth makes your teeth fall out.
Yeah,
it's
it does.
made of household cleaner. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh, you do not?
This does not sound fun.
Do you not know what's in meth?
No.
Oh.
I know that the labs blow up sometimes, and it's funny.
Well, I mean, when the drug dealers die, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I have the Anarchist Cookbook. Maybe we could. All right.
No.
Here we go.
I don't think we should be teaching people how to make meth.
Okay. I was looking up the ingredients, but
I don't. Isn't that like cough syrup? Isn't that why I have to like show
it's,
ID?
it's pseudoephedrine, I think.
Oh.
Don't quote me that. Don't quote me on that, because I'm not. Believe it or not, I'm not an expert on the cooking of meth. I mean, I did really enjoy Breaking Bad, but
Sure. Most people did.
yeah.
Interesting.
I've had, when I was homeless, I was in the same place as a meth head, and I asked him what it was like, and he was like, it's like grinding your face up against a brick wall, except it doesn't hurt. I was like,
Oh
all
my
right then.
god, that doesn't sound like what a horrible.
Yeah, I know, right? Of course,
That doesn't even sound fun. Aren't drugs supposed to be fun or like have some sort of positive effect?
when you're getting to the point where you're smoking household cleaners and lithium batteries, you're not trying to have fun. You're trying to not feel. I feel like when you go past a certain point, like cocaine more than once every couple months, or preferably once every couple years, right? I think once you go past that and you're doing coke or pills or something like frequently,
Yeah.
I think that's when you're on that fucking tightrope of it's fun now, but it's getting close to where it ain't gonna be fun. Because think of getting high as a line, right? When you get high, you go up, but you have an equal down, which goes past that normal line.
Equal and opposite.
And the longer that you're on the drug, the deeper in the negative you go. So even when you're getting high, you're not hitting that baseline of normal anymore. And that's when the addiction kicks in.
And that's when people start taking more.
And that's how you overdose. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're always trying to get that first fucking hit. It's called chasing the dragon.
Just truly something I am not very familiar with.
I haven't been to the point where I was super fucked up, like where I really needed help, but I was to the point I was past that line of, okay, this isn't fun anymore. And because I had good support at the time, I managed to kick it and be fine and not have to suck dick on the corner, and lose all my
teeth. A lot
of
people don't even want help.
No, there is that. There's a big part of that too, that you can't help people that don't want help, and the only way that you're going to stop, like the only way I ever quit smoking was because I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason
you go ahead. Sorry. So like fairly familiar with the opioid stuff,
Right.
um, because it's part of what I do. But like, um, that stuff, there's so many resources out there, and like, people spend so much money trying to get these people to get help, and they don't want it. And what do you do, right? I mean, I feel really bad for people who were addicted to it.
There's no more. It's gonna sound harsh, but there's no bigger waste of time than trying to help someone who doesn't want to get help.
Yeah.
You're spinning your wheels. No matter how good your intentions are, if that person isn't receptive to wanting to actually get help, it's never gonna work. Never, ever, 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 ever.
That's sad.
It is. It's incredibly sad, but it's a fact of life. You know.
I guess.
I mean, here's the sad thing is, especially like in the U.S., because there is such a large opioid crisis going on in a lot of places. And Canada's not immune to that either. There's entire parts of the country that are known for their opioid use.
You probably have like less issues with it because there's
No.
probably not as much of a financial
Our
incentive.
medication is more expensive than you.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Huh.
So usually what happens is, let's say you get hurt, right? And they prescribe some form, oxys, what have you, some sort of pain medicine with opioids in it, right? Well, what happens is at first you're good. They give you your certain amount. That's fine. Buy it again. Okay, that's fine. But you're not working right now because you're hurt, right?
Yeah.
So you start running out of money. And it just so happens that heroin is a lot cheaper than those pain pills. And you feel a lot better at first. So it's a vicious cycle. It's not everybody. Obviously, not everybody that's an addict on the street got injured and has some sort of legitimate reason for, falling into that wheel and getting caught in it. But
so a fun aside, since we're being very depressing and chat's very upset. My mom got rotator cuff surgery, and she took they put her on fentanyl,
yeah,
and it was
I remember that.
It was
it
was
fuck?
fucking crazy.
I remember telling you, I was like, oh, so she got some decent morphine pills, and you're like, no, fentanyl. I was like, what?
Yeah, it was fucking insane. It was insane because she was in so much pain. But I was like, okay, so I stayed with her for a while, and I would I regulated the pills so she wouldn't take too many or too few, and I would go in there with one and give it to her, and then she was all fucked up. And it was so funny because she's the cutest, smallest, sweetest woman. She's just sitting there, all fucked up on this pill. She's like, I can see why people get addicted to this.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom.
I said the same thing to a nurse when I had kidney stones, and she gave me fucking, oh my god, why am I blanking? What's one of the? It's not fentanyl. Oh, morphine. When she gave me morphine through an intravenous drip. That's right to your fucking bloodstream. I felt my arm warming up.
That's what they did for the surgery.
And I went from wanting to die, legitimately asking, like the doctor, just pump a fucking needle full of air into my veins and let's just get this over with, right? To flirting with nurses in a fucking heartbeat. And I look at my girlfriend at the time and I'm like, whoa. And she's like, what? And I'm like, I totally get heroin addicts now. Completely get it. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I haven't felt this good in about a decade.
Yeah.
And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, nothing bothers me.
This is amazing.
She's like, what do you mean? I looked at her, I was like, you could break up with me right now and I wouldn't give a shit. And we were engaged at the time, right? So it wasn't like we were dating for a week or two. It was a serious relationship. I'm like, you could leave and I'd go get the cats and I'd bring them here and I'd pet them and it would be great. Maybe I'd marry that nurse over there. Maybe I'd marry the nurse over there. Just fucking nod out, just gone. And that was 2 days of my life. Waking up, being in incredible fucking pain, pushing a button, some beautiful nurse. I don't even know if she was beautiful. Everyone looked beautiful at that point. When they're coming to fucking inject you with wonderful drugs that make you feel nothing anymore. Everybody's beautiful, right? But back to
continue with meth gators.
aside,
I need to go jack up my AC a little bit.
Yeah, by all means. By all means.
And I will be right back.
By all means.
Okay.
So where were we? According to the department, Saturday shared Facebook post on the incident, which notably includes the presentation of a presumed joke about meth-boosted alligators in North Alabama. The individual in question, identified as Andy Perry was ultimately arrested on charges including possession of Schedule 2 meth for resale, possession of drug paraphernalia, and evidence tampering. All told, police claimed they uncovered 12 grams of meth, not 12 whole grams, as well as another 24 fluid ounces of it in liquid form. My God, what a bust! Whew! They made the world a much safer place now. Ducks, geese, and other fowl frequent our treatment ponds, and we shudder to think what one all hyped up on meth would do. This has to be a joke. The department said whilst urging against flushing. Furthermore, if it made it far enough, we could create meth gators in Shoal Creek and the Tennessee River down in North Alabama. They've had enough methed up animals the past few weeks without our help. All right. Of course, the real story here is the use of the descriptor meth gator in a quasi-serious fashion. With quickness, fans of this tomfoolery started posting meth gator as potential new sports team or sci-fi production. This should be the new mascot for a university down there. Think of how terrifying it would be to play the South Alabama Meth Gators. Big advantage. I like this guy. This Jameson on Roper. I don't know why I didn't just read his name. I was trying to read the ad. But using the big meme. Must be a fan of the show. Ghost of Parties passes tonight live at the Nick. What the hell's a Nick? Meth Gator. Don't let sci-fi get a hold of this. It'll be the new Sharknado movie. Holy shit, I'd watch the shit out of Meth Gators if they made a Sharknado-like movie.
They're making it a movie?
No, they're not. But somebody on Twitter suggested it will be the new Sharknado movie. Hashtag Meth Gator.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
I'd watch the shit out of Meth Gators. Like Meth Gators that threw syringes at you. Even though meth isn't injected, it's smoked, but whatever. Or maybe you can inject it. I don't even know. Don't even know. I don't like needles, so it's never an option for me. Plus, I tried injecting the marijuanas once. Didn't. I woke up naked in jail. Actually, it wasn't jail.
Meth Gator sounds like Florida Man's greatest sidekick.
Like
True.
Like you're
Florida
not
Man.
wrong. That's hilarious. That's fucking funny. Holy shit. Okay, up next. I thought this would be fun. Not so much for you, but I think you can appreciate it as well. Oh, actually, I'm gonna hit this one first. Oregon has a big problem, and you know what? Consider this next segment my offer of help to the fine state of Oregon. It needs my help. Help that only I can provide. I mean, I'm sure other people could provide it, but they won't do it with as much gusto and as enthusiasm as I would, all right? Are you ready to hear what their big problem is, Lollie?
And you just sent me the article.
Oregon has too much cannabis.
Oh, no.
There's too much weed in Oregon.
Uh-oh.
They need my help, Lollie. Wait, this is Discord. Hold on.
This seems...
Voila. There's too much weed in Oregon. Wait, hold on. There's boobs in my Discord now. Oh, Asian boobs.
Easily distracted.
Well, they're Asian boobs. No big deal. I'll move on. Okay. Oregon has too much cannabis. 2 laws may help the state manage its surplus. You don't need to make laws, bud. You don't need to make laws. Just fucking give me a call.
Surplus.
Not a hard man to find. All right, let's see what this is all about. This is from a month ago. They still haven't gotten to me, so I guess I'm never getting that call. But Matt Miller's family has farmed pot in Oregon since well before it became legal. But since the market flooded after recreational use was approved by state voters in 2014, prices have plummeted, putting strain on the operation he runs with his wife, Ray.
Well, that's what happens when you make things legal.
What? Not here. Because, I mean, the government's doing such a fucking shitty job with the free... Well, why do I keep saying free? Legal weed.
Mm-hmm.
What I can get off...
Capitalism.
Well, what I can get off my dealer for 130 is like triple what I could get in fucking... So why would I ever go there? And guess what? My dealer grows better weed. I have not tasted a legal weed yet that I was like, yeah, my dealer's never had something as good or better than this. Like
it should be, though.
It really should. It really should. They can grow as much weed as they want in ideal conditions.
In public?
I've had friends who've dug holes in the ground grow better weed than what I've smoked from the fucking government. That's not a joke, by the way.
I believe it.
I have friends who've dug holes to grow weed.
I mean, that's how you plant things.
You've never lived until you've trimmed a plant sitting in a fucking hole that you need a ladder to get out of. That's when you know you've made it. Oregon's lush climate and weed-tolerant culture have long resulted in large and potent harvests. Seeking to fold black market growers into its budding legal industry, the state has distributed licenses liberally, leaving Oregon saddled with an enormous surplus of legal cannabis. More than its small population of 4 million would ever be able to smoke. They have
I don't know. Portland.
They have enough fucking weed for 4 million people. And then some. Fuck this country. I'm going to Oregon. I could go to Roll-Off Farms, fucking hang out with the midgets, smoke a bowl with Zach. Hell yeah. I think they're in Oregon. Little People, Big World, remember them?
Oh my god, yes.
That's who I'm referring to. Zach
Oh, really?
Rose. Yes.
They
Actually,
live in
no.
Oregon?
Jacob is a massive fucking pothead. Maybe me and him could hang out.
I don't
Smoke a
actually know
bowl.
their names.
Yeah, Jacob was the normal-sized kid. That wasn't the other normal-sized kid or the female normal-sized kid or the midget. He was the youngest normal kid.
I don't remember much of.
I can't
much of
believe they
anything
have
about-
so much weed that 4 million people could smoke a bowl every day, and they're like, man, there's too much.
Yeah, that seems excessive.
Let's see what their brilliant idea is, since they obviously didn't call me. Now, Oregon lawmakers are hoping to tackle the problem with 2 bills signed into law in the past week. One aimed at curbing excess production, bad idea, and the other seeking to establish new markets to funnel excess weed into. Senate Bill 218, this sounds like bullshit. Senate Bill 218 gives the Oregon Liquor Control Commission more power over issuing new licenses based on an assessment of supply and demand conditions. SB 582 aims to lay the groundwork to eventually divert the state's oversaturated marijuana market by giving the governor the green light to enter into agreements with other states for cannabis imports and exports. That sounds fun.
That seems like a massive, massive problem. You're not. No, you can't.
Because
that's interstate commerce.
well,
It's
what if,
federal.
well, not only that, but what if your product is in point A and the destination is point B, but in between point C is it's illegal there. Your country is confusing.
Right. That's why we have federal law. Oh, well, pot isn't legal federally.
No,
that's why.
that's.
They're just not really enforcing it against the states, which is actually going to be kind of interesting to see what happens with this, because, I mean, sending it to like another state is a problem for like interstate commerce, and that, I mean, if you're doing it that way, you might be in deep shit. Like if it's just in the state, I think right now they're probably not going to fuck with you too much, but if it's going interstate or interstate, then I think that might be an issue.
Why would that be?
Because it's interstate commerce. If you're using
Are states not allowed to, like?
No, you're sending an illegal product across
right.
state lines,
Okay.
and the federal government has more control over that than would over just doing something in the state. Like they can still probably fuck with the states on the basis of the fact that it is an illegal substance, but if they're gonna start transporting it, that's gonna be an issue, I think.
It's the transport that'd be the issue, not so much the sale between. Like, if one state it's legal, the other state's legal, then it'd be like fucking like trading jam, right?
Mm.
But it's the transport where if, like I said, point C is illegal, you have to go through there to get to the destination. Huh. That's that's complicated. They should have just saved themselves a lot of time. I would have taken a very small paycheck, enough to pay rent and food, because let's be honest, I'm going to need the munchies. Although I think
a lot of food.
I think the munchies should be fucking supplied if that's my job. But, you know,
I agree.
I'll get into socialized munchies another day.
Socialized munchies.
Oh, well, here we
Yes.
go. It is illegal to transport cannabis to other states, and so the export legislation hinges on actions in Washington, D.C. in the form of change in a federal law or guidance issued by the U.S. Department of Justice allowing or tolerating interstate transfers. Okay, so it's listed the
Yeah.
legality of the product. I thought there was an issue with, like, interstate commerce in general. Like, there were laws against it. Like, if I want to sell
No,
my
it's the
jam to
fact that it's
California.
illegal. Oh no. I
Okay.
mean, so the interesting thing is, if you're in Oregon, you want to sell shit to California. That's federal law because it's interstate, but
Right.
it's not illegal to sell jam,
No,
right?
right.
It's
Yeah,
illegal
yeah,
to
yeah.
sell pot.
Okay, so it's because the weed, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
It's the transport, it's not the product itself. Because the product itself
No, it
is
is the
fine.
product itself.
Well, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be an issue if both states were, like, had legalized marijuana, right?
No, it would be.
Oh, because it's on the federal level, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because weed
your
isn't-
political
isn't-
system is a little bit confusing to foreigners, so.
Yes, our states are.
Yeah,
our
the
states are.
state laws. I mean, we have similar things with provincial laws. Like, with provincial laws is the equivalent to a state law.
Mhm.
But when we legalized something, we were just like blank slate. Just whoop, everybody gets it. So there's no. Yeah. So.
I don't know.
It's complicated.
Yeah, well, it's complicated because the federal government regulates controlled substances.
Mm.
So a state can't actually legalize
Oh, that's
marijuana at all,
right.
but
That's-
they just do.
It's
And the federal government doesn't
it's
isn't
it's
really.
crazy. It's crazy to me that I could be in a state, smoke a bowl on my front lawn. Nobody can do anything to me. It's fine. But if I go, like, let's say I live on the border, right, and I just cross over with that same bong, same bowl, fucking take another hit on that side. Well, that side I'm going to jail, but on this side I'm not. That to me is just, woo, goofy. Within the same country is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, if you go
Oh, yeah.
between Canada and the U.S., that I get, right? Two different countries, completely different set of laws. For the most part, no, but, there are differences. But in the same country, it's as if I smoked a joint in Quebec, it's all good. I hop the border over to Ontario, end up in the goddamn slammer. No, thank you, sir. I'm terrified of the U.S. It's confusing. How do you live? So, am I allowed?
because it's usually not this complicated,
Yeah,
because
fair enough.
usually states follow federal law, and this time they're not. That's
I like it. Rebellious.
Right? Yeah.
Speaking of...
Well, I mean, that's why they also have like the sanctuary cities and shit.
Fair enough. The Trump administration has been unfriendly to legal weed. Asshole. Last year, then Attorney General Jeff Sessions rescinded an Obama-era federal policy called the Cole Memorandum, which allowed states to legalize pot without the threat of a federal crackdown. Sessions' replacement, William Barr, confirmed to U.S. Senator in January that he would not push for this crackdown, which never materialized under Sessions. But his hands-off approach to legal weed does not by any means signal that the administration would allow trade between states. Adam J. Smith, founder and director of the Craft Cannabis Alliance, based in Oregon, which helped push for the export bill, is optimistic that a change at the federal level is around the corner, particularly if a Democrat defeats Trump in 2020. It's nice to want things. It just doesn't make sense, he said. The states legalizing weed are forced to create their own self-contained industry. You have people using water in the desert in Nevada to grow mediocre cannabis, or in Florida, where they have to dehumidify giant spaces, consuming twice the energy, Smith said. Oregon wouldn't have an oversupply problem if we could access legal markets like these, or if you gave me a call.
Well, as you'll recall, when I was talking about my dope class, the guy had said, we don't ask where the seeds come from.
Right.
It's because of
That's
this
crazy.
kind of shit.
That's crazy. They get it from the deep web, obviously. Recreational marijuana is legal in 11 states. Medical marijuana is legal in 33. Smith and other advocates are exploring the idea of pushing a similar bill, giving officials authority to enter into marijuana trade agreements with other states through the legislature in California. The end goal is to move cannabis between states by 2021. Unlike other states that have legalized recreational marijuana, including California, Washington, and Colorado, Oregon did not implement tight restrictions on the number of cannabis licenses. Some of these states also have a glut of marijuana. What a great problem to have. However, a smaller proportion of the supply is legal and on the books, and their populations are larger, so the supply to demand dynamic isn't as stark as Oregon's. Oregon recognized that the for generation cannabis culture has been part of its fabric and decided to allow the black market growers into the legal market, according to Andrew Livingston, director of economics and research at Vicente Sederberg. I hope I said that right. A Denver-based law firm that provides legal and policy services to cannabis businesses. They put out advertisements. They did a whole Go Legal campaign to attract Oregon cannabis growers to the legal market, and it worked. People jumped on board, Livingston said. They wanted to make it as easy as possible to make those businesses become legal and licensed. The result was about 2,100 grower licenses as of January, and enough weed that it would take an estimated 6.5 years to sell it all within Oregon without any more production. Without any more production, Jesus. According to the 2019 Oregon Liquor Control Commission report. Send it to me. It will be done in a week. If that case...
People, the problem will take care of itself. People will go out of business, and then the licenses will be with the actual... It's supply and demand.
Yeah.
It'll fix itself.
It will. Just put it on sale. You want to get rid of it? Put it on sale. Fucking make an ounce $50. Watch it fly off the goddamn shelves. People will be fighting themselves in the street. Did you hear? $50 ounce? $50 ounces. Did he say 50? That's right. He said 50. $50 ounces. Jesus Christ. People would parachute. Rappel from the top of the building. I'd fucking go. Make a whole fucking to-do about it. Grab the missus and have a weekend.
Jesus.
I mean, just lower the prices.
Yeah.
You'll shit on the black market, so there goes their incentive. Your population will be fucking stoned out of their minds, so the worst thing that'll happen is people are going to, people working at McDonald's might have to put in for extra shifts.
Yeah.
But besides that, Jesus. See, I need some sort of power where I can make decisions.
I need some sort of power where
Wait
I
a
can
minute.
make
See,
decisions.
look at this. 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 The median price of weed in Oregon fell steadily over 2 years from more than $10 a gram in October 26th to less than $5 in December 2018. That is doing it right. A gram of government weed here can go from anywhere between $10 and $15. $15 for a fucking gram. If you're in the streets, you try to sell a gram for $15, you might get jumped and have your shoes stolen. Because that's absurd. $5 a gram. My God.
I don't know how much these things cost.
$5 usually gets you a half gram. So.
Okay.
Every 0.1 gram of weed is $1.
So, it was 10. Was that already lower then?
10,
or was that average?
10 is basically what you get. 10
Okay.
bucks for 10 0.1s. So a gram, basically. The smallest you can typically buy is a gram. Some people in the streets around poor areas will do 0.5. But here's a little tip. If you're going to buy your dope in the street, you're not getting a full, gram. You're usually getting 0.7. So, got to make money somehow.
Okay.
There you go. Because the market was flooded, the millers grew in only half of their 40,000 square feet of permitted space last year, and at the same time, the prices of the flower has dropped precipitously. There you go. God, what's with this? Is a fucking stoner article. What's with the big words?
I want to make it hard.
It is. Those two things really hit us fast and hard. Matt Miller said it was pretty scary and intimidating. Giving the commission more leeway to stanch? What the fuck is stanch? Is that a word?
Staunch.
Really? But shouldn't there be a U then?
It must be a typo.
Okay, good. So I'm not retarded. Yes! Leeway to staunch the flow of new licenses is a practical move on the state's part, Livingston said, but the law is likely to have limited impact since the state already placed a moratorium on processing new licenses a year ago. A January audit by the Oregon Secretary of State's office found Oregon's regulatory systems were weak and lacking inadequate inspections. Oregon and California historically have been two leading producers of marijuana in the nation, and growers in both states illegally export large quantities, though it's difficult to quantify exactly how much. Said, I ain't even reading that name. Hezekiah Allen, a cannabis lobbyist and former head of the California Growers Association. California, like Oregon, struggles with an oversupply of cannabis. What a tragic struggle. Though Oregon became the first state to decriminalize marijuana possession in 1973, the state did not create a medical marijuana program until after 1998, 2 years after California. Vessel Logistics, a San Francisco-based cannabis distribution company, said in a report that the cannabis industry in California had over-relied on the black market and out-of-state sales, causing producers to overestimate the state's actual demand. In California, a patchwork of rules govern individual jurisdictions. About 75% of municipalities don't allow retail sales, and those probably have illegal operators who have been selling for years. California's Bureau of Cannabis Control has sent out
cannabis control. I just
Where do you work?
Fucking
They sent about 3,500 cease and desist orders to illegal retailers since January 2018. California's surplus is worsened by the fact that the state has limited licensed retail stores. People aren't buying cannabis from licensed retailers, Allen said. I wonder why. We don't have enough places to sell the stuff, so that's a big problem, he said. Folks everywhere in the country are consuming cannabis, and very few states produce significant amount. Pointed out Oregon's legislation would not be helpful for trade with nearby states that also have an oversupply. California has too much. So does Washington, another early legalizer. It's
they want to give it to every.
Yeah,
No.
just hand it out. Give it to me.
They just want to sell it to other states, but that would effectively wreck any business in those states. These states, like, I mean, I know in our state there's a very highly regulated medical marijuana industry, and the people who are doing it are making a shit ton of money. So if we just started importing pot from California, Oregon, that would ruin them, particularly given the pricing.
Yeah, I mean, they are doing it right in the sense that they're lowering the price, therefore destroying any kind of incentive you would have to look for anything on the black market.
Right.
So they're doing well, but they're growing too much. I mean, maybe they shouldn't have handed out licenses like they were fucking candies at first. That's what's going to happen. Plus, but when you do that, you're giving it to people who aren't necessarily skilled at growing weed, and if they're not storing it properly. But the thing that a lot of people don't think about is if you don't store weed properly and you have it for a long time, it gets to a point where it's dangerous because weed can mold.
Right. So ours I know go through a lab testing process that no other state has, right? So they lab test it when they pick it, and then they lab test it when they process it.
Okay.
So it goes through 2 rounds of processing.
All
So
right.
it's like the safest it could possibly be.
Right.
In this state. But I mean, and also I know for a fact that when they did the licenses, they did it was like merit based, right? So you had to submit basically
A sample?
I mean, it was basically like a proposal and say like this is our experience, this is what we can do,
right on.
this is what we will do.
Here's our sample.
No, I mean, I don't think they did that, but no, they had a very thorough licensing process.
Right on. But I mean, still, it sounds
but like if you want it
go
recreational and legal, like people are gonna
they're gonna use it recreationally.
Right, and people are gonna grow it, and places that are producing too much will go out of business because it's a profit-based industry, and if you're not making money, then you're not going to keep doing it.
You know what? Like, this is stupid. I'm going to go to Oregon, right? And I'm just going to do one of my wake and bake specials where 420 and I smoke a joint. We'll get rid of the weed that way. Do it for 6 months. I'll end up in an iron lung.
Yeah. Perfect.
No big deal.
Fuck are they think? I mean, they're crazy. They're crazy. They're much simpler
In
solutions.
fact, start donating 420 right now, and I'll use the money to buy one of those citizenship gimmicks. Jump
What they
over.
should do, is talk about inter-country commerce.
Yeah, ship it up here.
Starts. Yes, send it all to Canada.
Send it to me, motherfucker. I'll take
Right.
it. There's no
Send it all
problem.
to Canada. Perfect.
Okay. I got more stuff, but I also want to go get another cup of coffee, so I'm going to put the Wii menu music on. We'll take a little break. Can go get yourself
Yeah.
something to drink, or maybe stand in front of your air conditioner for a couple minutes.
I'm gonna go stick my head in the fridge real quick.
Perfect. So we'll be back in like 5-10 minutes tops, but closer to like 5-7 minutes, just for accuracy. But don't worry. I'll play the Wii menu music, which you know what that means, Lollie. That means when we come back, there's going to be even more people here. Wii menu music is the top
Truth.
draw on YouTube, all right? So
It's
we'll be
truth.
right back. Enjoy the Wii menu music. have returned. Let's see if... Are you back too?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, hell yeah. Look at that.
Well, perfect.
Now, if there's one thing I really like,
What's that?
dumb criminals.
Oh, they're my favorite. They're my favorite.
And I found an individual this week that he just might take the cake.
Yes.
He just might be so stupid that he's in fact he might be a hero. as an example to the kids of what not to do with your life. Are you ready? Let me send you this article.
Yeah, I don't know if I am ready. Pretty excited.
Now, people do crazy things when they want to commit crimes, and they don't care who they hurt. And sometimes they brandish weapons.
Yeah. People are jerks. Weapons are bad.
Man jailed for robbing Barclays Bank with a banana. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to potassium the shit. Everyone. Lawrence James Vonderdell shouted, "This is a stick-up. Give me the cash," and took £1,100 before later handing himself in. So he didn't even get caught. The cops couldn't even catch. Look at this fine specimen with
Did he get punched in the face?
It's either that or maybe vitiligo. Jesus, easy for me to say.
Or like a birthmark?
A birthmark. That might be.
I mean, it looks like he got punched in the eye.
But his glasses are fine, so I don't know if he said, "Wait a minute, please remove my spectacles." Maybe.
Spectacles?
Yeah. So let's see. Let's dive right into this idiot, shall we?
Oh, please
do.
do.
A man who robbed a bank while using a banana as an imitation firearm has been jailed for 14 months. Lawrence James Vonderdell, I'm just going to call him LJV from now on, threatened a cashier at a Barclays branch in Bournemouth with a banana wrapped in a plastic bag, shouting, "This is a stick-up, give me the cash." The 50-year-old only took £1,100 in cash before handing himself in at a nearby police station. The incident happened on 25th March. Oh, so that's like 3 days before my birthday. Vonderdell admitted robbery and possession of an imitation firearm at Bournemouth Crown Court.
An imitation firearm.
So he just gave up.
He really did?
Detective...
I mean, I would too if I tried to rob a bank with a banana.
Detective Constable Andy Hale of Bournemouth CID said even though the defendant handed himself in shortly after this incident and the cash was recovered, this must still be a very distressing incident for the cashier involved, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure having that banana held up at banana point.
Well, he disguised it,
That's
right?
true.
So he made it might have looked real?
I mean...
I don't know.
I suppose it could have looked real. Crazier things have happened. But I wonder what, what goes through a man's mind?
I don't know.
Like, how do you wake up in the morning? What was he having? Was he having breakfast and he looked over and he's just that fucking banana?
Well, because you can't get a gun in the UK.
Ah, and they were out of butter knives. There weren't any clean ones. Gotcha.
What are they going to start confiscating bananas now?
Yeah. You're gonna have to show your banana license when you go to the grocery store. Oi, mate! See, you got a lovely basket full of bananas there.
You got a license for that banana?
He creeps up. He creeps up to him like an inch from his face. Looks him up and down. See your license, pal. Been getting reports of some people consuming 2 to 3 bananas a day. You ain't into that kind of disturbing behavior, are you, mate? Let's see your license, pal. Let's see your license. God bless the motherfucking queen. What a bunch of fucking... That's insane.
It is.
I'm gonna go rob the fucking store with an apple. Throw it at the cashier's head.
Well, no, because it doesn't look like a gun. The banana, at least.
No, I'll say I have
in a plastic bag.
I'll say I'm on the edge. I have a grenade. A delicious vitamin-packed grenade.
You can't know though, but you can't ever know.
If I get a Granny Smith, I don't even need to conceal it. It looks like a grenade. Let's get a
Does
Sharpie.
it?
Let's get a Sharpie, draw some up lines, some side lines.
Jesus.
Yeah. Homemade grenade.
Perfect.
Perfect. Our next story.
Flawless.
Flawless victory. Our next story, Lollie, is just tragic. It's from Florida.
It usually is.
Teen arrested. All right.
Good.
On for attempting wrestling move on a high school principal. I heard a bit more about this. I believe he tries an RKO, which is Randy Orton's finishing move, which is basically you grab somebody's head and you pull them down to the ground. I never fully understood how it's supposed to hurt you. But there's a video, so we're going to read the article and then we're going to watch a little video.
Oh, I'm excited.
That should be fun.
I'm
That
excited.
should
What
be
a
fun.
weirdo. I'm glad they arrested him.
So am I.
Get these people off the streets.
Get them out of here. These filthy fucking wrestling fans.
right.
Degenerates.
Uh-oh, you've got new Tinder activity.
Got me a match.
I
Uh-oh.
just saw that. It's fucking dying.
What can I say?
Matched.
What can I say?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What can I say? Let's.
Well, we better hurry up then.
You want to look at her live? Let's find out what she looks like.
Do we-
I'm not gonna put it on the screen, obviously. I'm not
No.
a fucking lunatic. But let's see. Let's see who I matched with. If it's worth my time. Let's see. Let's see. And oh my god, I got 2 matches.
2 matches.
2 matches.
What row?
Oh, what? All right. Not mad at that one. Let's look at this
It's a
one.
good one.
Oh my.
$50 says it's Frodo.
Oh my. We're 2 for 2, boys.
Good ones?
Very.
Nice.
I'll send you.
Good.
I'll send you pictures after. You tell me.
Okay. I will.
$50 says it's Frodo.
I will. I do. I like to.
Frodo's
like
not.
to-
No, Frodo. I made damn sure that Frodo wasn't within my range. I don't like leaving my house, so I make sure all the women I find are close to me.
That makes sense.
But let's get to the more important things, all right? Wrestling-related arrests that don't involve Jeff Hardy getting drunk. Got him! Threesome inbound victory, please. It's on the bucket list, right under fucking touch a pair of fake tits, which I'm working on. I'm working on.
I know.
I have an offer on the table. All right.
Not accepted yet.
I just don't know if I'm willing. I'd have to pay $20.
It might be worth it.
And I don't know, but see, if I'm paying,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I also kind of want to touch fake boobs.
but
so
look, listen. Here's my dilemma. Maybe since we're on the
I
same.
think it's worth it.
Since we're on the same, I want to touch a fake tit page.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Here's
yeah.
the thing. If I'm paying $20, right, I want that skin on skin. If I'm paying, I want skin. I don't want to feel your bra. I don't want to feel it through a shirt.
Oh yeah, no.
I want naked I think she's offering me over the shirt for $20. Right? That's where I'm at. That's where I'm
Yeah.
at right now. I'm like $20.
No.
No fuck. I want skin on skin.
Yeah.
Right, I wanna-
No, you want to like see if they're like.
I want to pinch
they're
the
like-
nipple. I want to squeeze.
No, I don't. No, I just want
Just a
to see
little
like
bit.
how they look like they're bolted on. So I want to see if they're like, are they hard? Are they just like?
I want to see if you
Hard?
can. I want to see if I can get my hand in back of the implant, basically.
Nah.
See, like under boob, but like under boob plus.
Does it like move? Does it move around?
Right? Like
I
want,
don't
like you know how
I want to know.
you know how you can move your kneecap around? I want to know if that
Yeah.
you can do that with a tit. I want to know if fake tits are like kneecaps on your chest.
Meh.
And I told her when she was here, I was like, look, this isn't a sexual thing for me. Like I'm not
No,
I'm not
God, no,
I'm
I'd
not
wanna
gonna
do it
get
too.
like I'm not gonna get an erection and want to fuck you. You've already twerked in front of me while I was streaming. If the time for me to want to fuck you it's when you were shaking your ass, it lined up perfectly, right? That's the moment when that's when things would have gotten sexual. This is science.
Tennessee Marine says it depends on the boob job.
That's
I'd be
true.
I'd be interested to see because well
We should
it
get
would
a
also-
lineup like 90s boob jobs, mid 2000s, current day. We should just get a lineup of tits and you and I go around feeling them.
Yeah. I want to.
It'd be nice if we had like something like the Brady Bunch, like some Brady Bunch music in the background, and we were holding hands and grabbing titties together. What a wholesome modern couple. But I guarantee you, if you and your girlfriend are at a point where you can hold each other's hand and touch fake tits together, that's a couple that's staying together.
Probably true.
See? Lollie gets it.
I mean, I would do that with anyone though. I mean, that's
anybody.
Any
bum on the street. We're in love now.
I know. I really want to touch a fake boob.
Right?
But I could actually, I think the issue is I don't know anybody with fake boobs, because if I did, I feel like I could very easily be like, hey, can I feel your boobs?
It's a lot easier
and they'd
for
be like,
women.
okay.
It's a lot easier for women. I'm lucky though, because the woman who possesses these fake breasts is a stripper. So therefore her morals are already considerably looser than your typical normie. Right?
It's perfect.
So I have a charming disposition about me, and I have a nice smile and very large eyes that are full of expressions.
I also have big eyes.
You do. That's why sometimes I'm afraid to stare at you, because I'm afraid our eyes are so big that we'll just spend the entire time looking at ourselves in each other's eyes.
Looking at my own reflection.
You know that would happen. My God. We're both looking at each other, fixing our hair.
Far too vague.
I guess I'd fix my beard. You would fix your hair. It's like, Lollie, stop blinking. You're ruining the perfection. But, again, we're getting sidetracked. It's almost as if one of us is high. Coming to us from Miami-Dade County, Florida, where Jim Morrison was arrested for lewd and lascivious behavior, by the way. Fun fact.
That is a fun fact.
An 18-year-old student at Miami Southridge Senior High School was arrested Wednesday for attempting a wrestling move on Principal Hubert Murray, police said. He appeared in court on Thursday. According to an arrest, Murray and the student identified, he did do an RKO, yes, as Gianni Sosa of Cutler Bay, were in a second-floor hallway when Sosa attempted a wrestling move called an RKO on the principal. Oh, God. For those of you who are not initiated into wrestling lore, an RKO stands for Randall Keith Orton, the man who uses said move and made it popular. Back in the 90s, there was also a wrestler named Diamond Dallas Page who used a very similar move called the Diamond Cutter. So there you go. In wrestling, an RKO is done by jumping into the air after approaching an opponent and then grabbing the back of the opponent's head before driving their face into the mat when they fall. Cell phone video of the altercation shows Sosa placing his arm around the principal's neck before the principal gets the student in a chokehold and appears to throw a punch at him. The mark worked himself into a shoot. Police said Sosa was placed in an office and was uncooperative with staff members. Well, yeah, he was cutting a promo. Authorities said the incident was captured on a surveillance video. Sosa also recorded a video of an interaction with a man who appears to be Murray in the drama room, which Sosa posted to his Instagram page. All right, so let's take a look at the... Lollie, the high one, isn't she? Yeah, that's it.
No.
Let's take a look at the RKO, shall we?
Wait, which one are we looking at?
The top one.
All right, hold on. Say when.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, play.
A student arrested accused of trying to use a wrestling move on a principal. Look to news reporter Leanne Marhone is
she had
live
to say that on
outside the
TV.
jail in West Miami-Dade. Leanne.
Hey, what's going on?
And that
Hey,
team
Leanne's
is still
thick.
behind bars at this hour.
What
Let me
up,
show you
Leanne?
exactly who we're talking about. He is 18-year-old Gianni Sosa, a
Oh my God.
student at
He's
Southridge
cockeyed.
Senior High School. Right now,
What are you looking at?
Pause it. Why the fuck every single goddamn motherfucking time that they show a wrestling fan, be it on these fucking shows like 2020 or the news or any kind of show where they're going to interview or talk about wrestling fans, it's always one of these motherfuckers.
I don't know what he's looking at.
His nose, he's
Weird.
looking at his fucked up nose. That's what he's looking
His
at.
nose is fucked up.
That's what I think he put his own face into the mat. But why is it always one of these people? There are wrestling fans out there that do wonderful things for the community. Wonderful, fantastic things. They're few and far between, but they exist. And then there's a whole other legion fan of wrestling, a whole other legion of wrestling fan out there that are like me, like Tater, like Brandon, people who grew up with wrestling, who like wrestling terms, and who especially like using wrestling terms around non-wrestling fans because they have no fucking clue what you're talking about. And because we have small little brains who enjoy wrestling, that's funny to us. I get a lot of joy from calling people a mark. I get a lot of joy from telling obscure wrestling jokes that literally, most of the time, the only person who gets it is Tater. And
I was gonna say, I never laugh at your obscure wrestling jokes.
yeah, I don't expect you to.
Ever.
I expect you to look
No.
at me and go,
No idea.
why do I waste my time talking to you? Because that is the correct response. But thank you so much for giving me the time of day, Lollie. It's so nice. All right. Well, I want to see this RKO, so enough.
You gotta. All right.
3.
Tell me when.
Oh, you don't get joy out of anything, Brandon. You're a soulless, evil, horrible man. 3, 2, 1, play.
Official and interference with an educational institution. Now, this is the incident at the center of this arrest. It appears to show
good. They're gonna
Sosa
show
it. Go.
attempting to perform a professional wrestling move
Here
known
we
as an
go.
RKO on
Here we
Southridge
go.
principal
Oh!
Humberto Mire.
Oh, it
You see
wasn't
him
even
actually
close.
put his
Oh,
hands
come
around the
on.
back
That's
of
it?
his head. The cell phone video shows this
Yeah, that seemed
confrontation.
anticlimactic.
Then the principal
Oh,
is
that's
able
so
to get Sosa
disappointing.
into a chokehold and actually appears to throw a punch at him. Police said that Sosa was
What a
placed in
mark.
an office and was later uncooperative with staff, according
Oh,
to
that's
Yeah,
so
that's pretty
disappointing.
good.
Now,
That's
Miret
nothing.
was actually named the Miami-Dade County Public Schools Principal of the
No, I
Year
don't know what a
just
jabroni
last
is.
year. And according to the arrest report, Miret was adamant
Jabroni is a
about
jobber.
pursuing charges against
Someone in wrestling who
Sosa.
loses all the
Sosa
time.
did have his first appearance hearing today, defended by the public defender.
All right,
who
well, that
even
was
admitted
fuck
that
this.
was
I'm
one
not
of
watching the
most
rest of that pause.
No.
That was
There's no point.
disappointing. What's this video on Instagram? Hold on.
So, oh, now that I'm recording, you don't want to touch me. Now that I'm recording, you don't want to touch me, huh? Now that I'm recording, you don't want to touch me, huh?
Oh, it's just him
Oh,
pretending
no.
like the cop, like the guy actually did anything. That was fucking. He went to jail for that. And yeah, Brandon is right. They look more like a diamond cutter than a RKO. That was a shameful display of an RKO. Oh, now I'm recording. You don't want to touch me. You don't want to hit me now, Sosa asks the principal. It's crazy, ain't it? Now that the camera has your face, you don't want to hit me. Now that the superintendent might see this, you don't want to touch me. I was trying to, put myself into the character.
Yeah.
Mireille is heard in the video telling Sosa to put the phone down. And you don't have a right to record me. I'm recording myself. Don't touch me. Though. Sosa said. Sorry, my brain just fucking died there. Murray is seen in the video repeatedly placing his hand on Sosa's arm despite the student's objection. The video does not show the student making any attempts to have physical contact with Murray. According to the arrest report, Murray was adamant about pursuing charges against the student. Sosa faces charges of battery on a school official and interference with an educational institution. It's unclear what brought upon the incident between Murray and Sosa. Something tells me internet clout had everything to do with this. He wanted to get a viral video of him doing an RKO.
yeah.
That's 100% it. I'd like.
Yeah. On the principal? Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Of
What
course.
else could it possibly be, right? Thursday morning, where a Miami-Dade County judge found that he was eligible for pretrial services, that means Sosa could be released anytime Thursday without having to post bail. According to the Miami-Dade County Public School records, Murray has been working with the district for 22 years. He has worked as a temporary instructor, teacher, assistant principal, and has been principal for about 8 years. Murray doesn't have a record of child abuse. Well, that's good. Jackie Calzadilla, a spokesperson for the districts in Miami-Dade County Public Schools, prioritize safety, and the students will face disciplinary actions for his lack of judgment. It's unfortunate that anyone
Lack
would...
of judgment.
Yeah, well, he's a wrestling fan. It's unfortunate that anyone would instigate a situation for self-promotion that could bring harm to others. Yeah, that never happens. So,
Never.
don't try this at home. They tell you at the beginning of every Raw. You fucking
Do
marks.
they?
Yeah. They had to because too many kids were killing other kids doing wrestling moves.
Sorry, that's wrong.
Let's see. That we already. Oh, this one. I don't know. I don't think we read this, but I pulled this up just for you. Unless it. Oh, I think they might have taken the article down. I hope not. No.
No.
Oh, are you happy? Oh my God, this is. I remember now why. I read this. Oh, and I thought of you right away. Right away. I wasn't even done the fucking headline, and I was like, this is perfect for the show. This is Lollie's fucking dream. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'm not going to send you the article right away. I want you to have the surprise of seeing it appear on screen, and then I'll send it to you. All right?
Okay.
Just to keep the surprise. But I was thinking to myself, if I ever wanted to bring Lollie to paradise, where would that be? I think I found it. Guess what? It's in Texas.
Ooh.
So you're in the country. All right? We don't even have to go very far. Okay? Because there's a place in Texas where a movie theater in Texas allows you to bring your dog, and the $15 ticket includes bottomless wine.
Oh my God.
Do I know you?
Heaven.
Do I know you, or do I fucking know you?
Oh my God.
There's the article.
Oh, I love it. Oh.
All right, let's dive.
Oh, look at the puppy.
Take notes, take notes, boys.
Oh, I want to go.
All right, Dogs, Wine, a good film. In the eyes of many people, things don't get better than this combination of simple pleasures. The joy of watching a movie with a glass of wine in your hand and snoozing pup on your lap is usually an experience reserved for the home. But this
It is so great.
But this doesn't have to be the case, Lollie. It doesn't have to be the case. There is, in fact, a dog-friendly movie theater in Texas. And if that wasn't enough of a selling point, the tickets also include unlimited wine.
That's amazing.
So when the dog shits and piss all around you, you don't care because you're drunk. Somebody else will clean it up.
Bring your housebroken dogs.
Yes, that's as much wine as you can drink. What could possibly go wrong? Canine Cinemas in Plano opened at the end of 2018 and was designed to allow dog lovers to bring their best friends with them to flicks. It was created by Eric Langford and his
Langford is a fucking god.
and his Australian Eskimo, Bear, after he spotted a gap in the market. Look, there they are.
Little floof.
Little floof. He's a less
He's
cute
not
muggy.
as floofy as Mooey.
Yeah, he's a less cute
Muggy?
Moogie.
Moogie.
Whatever. Name
Mugatu. Jacoby Mugatu.
Great American name. Way to give your dog a foreigner name, says the guy who named his cat Heisenper.
From a movie.
The other day, someone asked me if Heisenper was an N-word, and I said, no, she's German.
Look, he's Dutch.
I'm Dutch.
He's Dutch.
A ticket for one human and one dog, including bottomless wine or 4 whiskeys for the person, costs $15.
That's pretty awesome.
That's cheaper than fucking normal human theaters.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I feel like I paid more than that for a movie theater ticket. I don't even go to the movies anymore.
You definitely
like,
did.
$50 every time you go.
Well, what, did you dare go with somebody else and did you both want to eat?
Shocking.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You both need to eat?
I love movie theater popcorn. I used to manage a movie theater.
My buddy used to work in a movie theater, and he used to do the pre-show announcements or whatever. It was one of those theaters. And we used to go and heckle him. And one time I was like, get to the point, faggot! And he just and he's like, please, sir, don't call me a faggot. It's very offensive. Because he couldn't say anything. And then he would usually show up afterwards and be like, dude, come on. I gave you a garbage bag full of popcorn. Why you got to call me a faggot? I'm like,
I love it.
I'm like, I'm your buddy. I'm your pal. Fun fact, that guy's now my brother-in-law. So there you go.
There
See?
you go.
Sometimes yes, bottomless wines or 4 whiskeys. You get a choice.
That is an interesting choice. I mean, I feel like...
Imagine they just give you like a giant fucking sippy cup, like one of those fucking 7-Eleven cups of whiskey. You can get 4 of these. Oh.
I had one of those at a bachelorette party once.
How'd that turn out for you? How many Twitter videos did you put out?
None. I deleted all those.
I'm not surprised. Every time I see you post a Twitter video, I'm like, oh, somebody's been indulging.
It's not good.
Let's just put it this way: if every time I was high, I put out a Twitter video, my Twitter would be nothing but Twitter videos. So it's a good thing you're not an alcoholic.
No.
So you could. Oh my God, I did
yell at my nephew though.
For what?
Little ass. Because he's a fucking dick. So like
Oh.
yesterday,
How old
he's
is your
been-
nephew again?
he's 6. He's an asshole. And yesterday, he's like in my living room. He's like, my house is bigger than yours. And I'm like, the fuck? What the fuck?
What an asshole!
Yeah, right?
He is
And I
an
texted my
asshole.
sister. I'm like, your child is a dick. So I told him I liked his sister better. My mom got mad at me.
No, I would have done the same thing.
I was like, I like your sister better than you. It's like I was there when she was born, not you, because I knew it'd be awful. It's good.
Oh my god! See, every time I forget why I like you, you remind me with just one more thing to add to the list.
Oh, I
wonderful.
always fuck with that kid.
You're very consistent. I gotta give you.
He's so evil. He's just mean, and he's really smart, which is the worst part.
When he's like 12, can I come down and just? I won't say anything. I'll just sit in the background, and I want to watch you two interact.
Oh, we will fight. We
Oh.
will absolutely fight.
Can I watch that? Because I've had
We're
you.
gonna beat the shit out-
I've
No,
had
he's
you.
gonna be tall. It's
I've
gonna
had
be
you mad at me
unfortunate.
before, right? I've had you mad at me, and
Mhm.
it's terrifying. It's not a fun experience. Horrific, right? But I've also been on the sidelines when you've been mad at someone else, and I
Mhm.
gotta say, when the tractor beam isn't aimed directly at you, it's a fantastic time. But don't say anything, so she turns her head and fucking you get in that tractor beam. 'Cause if you make her turn her head, oof. I've made the mistake of being on the sidelines, and I had to get my little fucking jab in, and of course, she heard me.
sure.
I muttered like a coward, but she still heard me because women have amazing hearing, especially when you're talking shit. When I was a kid, my
Yeah.
mom could hear me talking shit from fucking 3 houses down. I was over at my buddy's
Exactly.
house saying, "Oh man, my mom's so fucking unreasonable," and she's like, "Eric, come home now." I'm like, "Yo, use the phone."
Oh yeah.
Mothers
Oh,
are
yeah.
I don't know. Something happens when you have a kid. You can bring a second dog, but no more than 2 per person for a reasonable extra $5.
I can bring my
You
babies.
can bring both babies.
Both of them.
Total $20.
Aww.
Christ.
That's why I like Zoe better, by the way, because my niece,
Mm-hmm.
not unnamed niece, has she like sat with Ronnie, just like
Aw.
they were just like snuggling together the entire time,
Aw.
while her brother was running around like a freaking retard, telling me my house is small or something. So she was just sitting there with
Can
the
we get
cancer
that
dog,
kid on
like,
the show
just
one week?
No,
I want to fist bump with this kid. Let's get
No,
Auntie
he'll
Lollie.
tell you. Oh, he'll tell you all kinds of shit.
Oh, I love this.
Says also
I love this
he's
kid. I
got
don't know what your problem is. This kid sounds fun.
Aunt Lollie.
Yeah.
I heard you say that. I bet you did. I bet you fucking did.
Oh my God! It gets better. Are you ready?
Yes.
While the theater doesn't show new films, it has theme nights and one-off screenings. K9 Cinemas hosted a Game of Thrones viewing party on Sunday. Am I not the greatest person in the world? I found this for you.
I might actually move to Texas.
See? And I love Texas. Quebexis is one step closer to happening. Just as at any cinema, you can buy snacks to munch on during the film, and dog-friendly ones too. You can buy overpriced treats. So now not only do you have to sneak in human treats in your fucking purse, you gotta bring a whole second purse for your dog. Amazing. There are a few rules to note, all right? So don't get too excited. You understandably have to clean up after your old pooch. They lost me.
Well,
They lost me.
I mean, don't people just generally do that anyway?
And on your first visit, you need to bring papers from your vet saying your 4-legged friend is up to date with vaccinations.
Done.
I think that's fair.
Done.
So there you go. The most Lollie theater ever does in fact exist, and it can be found in the beautiful state once again of Texas.
So like,
could you imagine just
people not cleaning up after their dogs?
Okay, let's talk.
What?
You wanna talk
Why
about
is that? What?
I say okay. You want to talk about that?
Yeah,
Okay.
because there's like, so I'm in a Facebook group for my neighborhood, so I can like spy on everyone and watch them get into fights with each other.
Fair
And
enough.
it's really fucking funny.
It is.
And there are like 3 women who are outraged by finding, like, they continuously find dog poop in their yard, and it's it's obviously ridiculous, but like they've now started posting pictures
Of the shit.
and like yeah, and like every time they do it, it gets like even more egregious. They're like, so you tried to cover it up this time with a leaf? Like, I found it. So like they're just, I mean, on and on and on. I love it. It's amazing. It's amazing.
It's fun, the stuff that we get to see on the internet, right?
Oh, I enjoy it immensely. Facebook's a great place when you don't have to talk to anyone, when you can just like observe.
Great is a bit much.
Oh, I just like watching people get into fights on Facebook. Honestly, it's one of my favorite pastimes.
Well, Facebook is fun because I just watch other people, and it's like they argue about stuff that I'm not interested in the first place because it's a bunch of people I grew up with. Like I have a bunch of people that I haven't talked to in like, Christ, some of them have to be close to 20 years at this point.
Mm.
So,
Oh yeah, I mean I have people like that too, and it's hilarious. And
but they get so
fucking
mad.
shit to say. It's
People
pretty
get
great.
so mad about the internet.
I know. I mean, the dog poop I can understand because like I went on a fucking campaign when I lived in a townhouse, like a rental.
Yeah.
And like some fucking asshole was like throwing out their poop, but they were throwing it out in my recycling bin.
Ew.
Or like other people's recycling bins, and I was like, dude, I don't even fucking care if you put it in the trash. Like, I have dog poop in the trash, I don't care. But like, the recycling bin? You fucking kidding me? I went door to door. I started taking the bags back because I figured out who it was. I started taking the bags back and leaving them at their front door, and then I moved. The end.
The great poop wars.
No, I got the neighborhood involved. They started sending out letters like every other day, like telling people to clean up after their pets. It was good.
Oh my
It was good.
God. Since we're talking about dogs,
Mm-hmm.
all right, now the previous article was for you. This one isn't. This one's to terrify everybody. But it involves dogs, so I'm sorry. Are you ready?
I love puppies.
You won't love this one. British man who identifies as a pup, wears a fur dog suit, barks, licks, and bites his friends. The 37-year-old says he has never felt like a human.
Well, he should probably be euthanized if he's biting people.
And if this doesn't fucking make you want to die, this picture right here, you need therapy. A British man who identifies as a dog claims he has never felt like a human, the Mirror reported. Kaz James wears a fur dog suit and he eats from a dog bowl. He often barks at, licks, and even bites his friends. I think the fact that he even has
I'm
friends.
telling you, biting people is not okay.
It's okay in a sexual context.
Put dogs down for that.
Churgan in the chat says, "Put that pup down." Get me a flamethrower, shoot it. It's like the Cats movie. Yes, it's all horrific.
Oh.
We'll talk about that in a second. I didn't feel like a human. I always felt like a dog that was really out of place, James told the Mirror. I was known by my friends for saying hello to them by grabbing hold of the collar of their shirt in my teeth and biting or licking them. I swear to fucking God, I've known my best friend since the 6th grade. All right? We've been through fucking major diseases. We've been through major breakups. We've been through fucking homelessness. We've been through everything together. If he ever fucking came up to me, I put out my hand for a good old hearty manly handshake, and he bites my collar and licks me. I don't care how long we've known each other. I don't care how much I love the guy. I'm kicking his dick in until it's a bloody pulp.
Yeah, I'm gonna go X to doubt on this person having friends.
Right?
I like.
How would you react? Let's say we spend every day, we work together. All right, we live in the same building, kind of like a Seinfeld or a Friends situation, right? One day, out of nowhere, hey, good morning, Eric. You ready to go to work? And I say nothing. I just run up to you, all excited, tug on your collar with my teeth, and then proceed to lick you. Are we going to still be best friends?
No, I would punch you in the fucking throat.
And I hope you would kick me when I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously.
I just want to make sure I'm not wasting my time here.
I'd probably call the cops then too.
Self
defense, motherfuckers.
I just wanted to lick.
It was self-defense.
It could be worse. I could come up to you, say hello, and sniff your butthole.
That would be. Yeah. That might earn you a death.
I know how much you like poop stuff.
Disgusting.
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 Let's see. It was how I was. The 37-year-old Salford Greater Manchester, who works as a store manager, describes himself as a full-time orange, brown, and camo canine. Oh yes, the
fuck does that even mean?
the new fad, the camo canines.
That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
But it wasn't until his
Who
late.
are these people?
They're just made-up people that are put there to make ourselves feel better about ourselves. But it wasn't until his late teens that he found out there were others like him, which is the worst thing that could ever happen. I never really had a name for it. I do. It's called insanity. Being a pup wasn't a thing I knew about. It's because it's not a thing. James told the Mirror.
No, you should probably
get help.
You should probably have gone into therapy immediately when you began feeling like that, because it's not a normal fucking. Like, there's probably drugs for that.
Wikipedia
right?
snippet says now play dead. That's a good idea. When I met other people like me, I felt it could be myself. The first time I heard the term of being a pup was through a pup I met online. He was the first person I met who was like me. He said...
Oh, so that's his friends.
Exactly. Through him, I knew other pups and learned a whole new language of this other world that I didn't even know about, with a whole bunch of other people who were like me. Now James belonged to oh my God! Now James belongs to an online pup play community, which has helped him with his transition from a part-time pooch to a confident canine.
My pup would rip his throat out.
I hope so. According to the Mirror.
He would. He'd be like, "What the fuck are you? Get out! Get the fuck away from me!"
It was a liberating moment knowing there were other people like me, having felt properly weird for the longest time. See, that was the right feeling. James' pricey fur dog suit set him back $2,200.
Also, where do these people get money? I'd like to know.
They suck dick. They have to. He's also the author of the book How to Train a Human Pup. There you go. That's how he made his money. By spreading his insanity. When did he realize he was a pup? As a young child, James knew he was different from others. I realized that my behaviors were quite dog-like in childhood, probably from the age of 6. No one ever talked about it. It was never mentioned, he told the newspaper.
So you're probably like a normal fucking weird kid. Kids are fucking weird.
Yeah, this kid
Kids
is
are
like...
fucking weird as hell.
But they're supposed to grow out of that.
Yeah, and they do.
Well,
the normal ones do.
Well.
The ones with good support systems do.
I
thought I was a fucking alien. What now? Guess what I don't think anymore.
Well, that's just the alien cybernetics doing their job. As a young child, James said he knew he was different from others. I realized that sorry, I already read that. Oh no, it's just they're repeating themselves. Cool. After his parents retired, the family moved to a farm. It wasn't until the internet arrived in our house that I started that I started chatting to people online. Bad internet. Mostly through groups and message boards, he added. He feared telling people about his feelings because they might think he was crazy. He is! I was worried that if I ever spoke to anyone about it, they would be like, "You're a nut job," James said. But after meeting other pups, he found out his feelings weren't as uncommon as he thought.
Oh my God.
Okay, so let me get this straight. By this definition, if let's say somebody in the world enjoys eating their morning shit with a spoon, right? And he thinks he's weird his whole life for eating. He doesn't know why he does it, but he eats his shit every morning for his entire life. And then one day he goes on IEatShit.com and he finds a whole community of shit eaters. Does that suddenly make his shit eating activity less degenerate? Does it make it right? A lot of people thought Hitler had the right idea. Does that mean it's okay?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking
Their
bizarre.
logic doesn't stand up when you extrapolate it.
No, obviously not. Stupid.
That was the whole Hitler point, you know. I feel when you can compare something to Hitler, probably not a good thing. Unless you're on the other side of the argument, more power to you. Whatever.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know why the realm of psychology has gone from trying to help these people to now
Yeah.
embracing it
I
and
don't-
encouraging it
I don't know.
and enabling it. It's just.
I think people just realize, like psychology realize, like these are people who shouldn't interact with other humans anyway. So hopefully they stay self-contained, but then they end up shitting on people's cars and biting
Well, then
people.
then somebody writes a fucking article about it, like it's
Yeah.
like it's a good thing.
Yeah, but it's not. It's the problem.
It's
I.
actually
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no. I was just saying it's like actually fucking terrifying that people are like totally okay with this. Like it's totally normal. Like we're totally gonna feed into it.
Yeah, what
you're
the
a
fuck
puppy.
ever
Like if there's somebody even in my family that was like that, I'd be like, what the is wrong with
Yes.
you? Get
Whatever
help.
happened to pointing at people and going, okay, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Why do we have to? What? Yeah, that's a really good point. At what point did we go from okay, no, you don't have to do this. It's weird. You need help. To okay, it's weird, but I don't want to offend you. And maybe it's just your true inner self. No, maybe they're mentally disabled and they desperately need help, and all you're doing is fucking like coddling
Yeah.
and
No, you need to-
supporting this mental disorder. I don't know.
No, these people like quite clearly need help, and
They gotta be sick, right? They're sick.
they are. No,
right?
they are, and like that's what the saddest part about most of this is. Like this is the part that always like makes me really upset is the fact that like instead of providing any sort of help or comfort to these people, you just enable it, and it doesn't do anything. It doesn't help anything. It
Like,
makes it worse.
When I was in the street, I saw a guy sitting in a puddle who pulled a sock out of his mouth and then started using that sock as a phone to call Wayne Gretzky to tell him that his burgers had been ordered. Nobody around him was like, well, he's just identifying in his true self and he's just being who he really is on the inside. Everybody tried to, first of all, get him out of the puddle.
Yeah.
Okay. And then once we got him out of the puddle, we called somebody who was more equipped than us to do something. We didn't encourage that behavior.
No.
Like if someone comes to you and tells you a banana is a gold bar, you don't pay him for the banana as if it was worth a gold bar, do you? So why would you tell a man who bites you and licks you that that's an okay kind of behavior? It's the same thing to me.
It's very sad, and you know what? I think a lot of it's like parents out of their depths.
Yes, 100%.
On this kind of stuff,
100%.
like they just don't know what to do. So like, well, I guess we'll let it happen because this is our sweet baby and we love him.
Well, that's why I try not to judge the parents too much unless they're really just enabling to like the as much as they possibly can. Because if my kid, which thank God doesn't exist, but if my kid came to me and was like, "Yeah, I want to be a dog now," I don't know how to handle
unless
that.
they were 4. You know,
yeah,
like I mean,
yeah, no,
unless
that,
they're
yeah.
like a kid and they're playing. I mean, that's one thing.
I mean,
but
when I was a
then-
kid, I used to fill up a school bag with books and call myself a Ninja Turtle. And the school bag was my shell. But I'm in my 30s now, and now I wear backpacks when I have to carry heavy shit. And I don't pretend I'm a Ninja Turtle anymore. You know?
I'm telling you, it was fucking weird.
Too many kids were not beaten as children. And they
I'm
had
not gonna say it's beating.
well, they had good lives.
Having firm fucking expectations for your kids and setting rules and guidelines and boundaries, and it's crazy. I mean, like even I've like had this come up like with my niece and nephew, right?
Yeah.
So they're very sweet kids. But
Are you sure you spent
except
20
for him.
minutes calling one a dickhead?
No, except
before?
for he
Okay.
is a dickhead. But they don't have boundaries. They just
That's the
don't like
problem.
there's no rules, no expectations. Like if they do something shitty, their dad's like, I'm gonna take away your iPad and give it to the neighbor. Like they know that's not gonna happen. Like they know he's not gonna take away
Yeah.
their iPad and give it to the neighbor.
It's an
like
empty threat. So dad
right.
becomes a joke.
So when dad threatens any sort of actual punishment, they're like, whatever, okay, do it. And then he does it and they freak the fuck out and it, goes back into a normal cycle. Like absolutely crazy.
That's why, like,
Absolutely crazy.
I was worried for my niece and nephew for a while,
That's where I am right now.
but my brother-in-law is a firm believer. He's kind of, it's going to sound bad, but it's not. He's hands-off parenting in the sense that when the kids have a disagreement and they come running to him, he basically, in much kinder words than I'm about to express, but he basically says, don't be a pussy and snitch, figure it out. He says, don't tell me what they did wrong. Figure out how to stop it from happening again.
Yep.
Or figure it out.
If anyone is gonna fix it, it's gonna be my sister. But
that's what I think is so good, and that's why when the first time I said that, saw him do that, I looked at him and I'm like, you let them deal with their own shit? And he's like, yeah, and I got up and I shook his hand. I was like, thank you. I was like, at least they won't be fucking pussies, and they'll have they'll have skills to talk about shit and try to work things out. Is it going to be perfect? No, they're going to fuck up. Kids fuck up. That's what you do, but you learn. You don't learn shit when you're happy.
You're supposed to make them learn, but they don't. And no wonder, like, my niece is seeing a shrink for anxiety. Like,
Christ, she's so young.
I know.
That's fucked.
That's anxiety because there's no boundaries.
Yeah. Kids push back against boundaries, but it's literally for their own good.
But like having some stability and like knowing what the consequences are.
Yeah.
And what the rewards are, like if you know what the boundaries are, then you're fine. Like you're gonna be fine. But
you have a much better chance of making good decisions if you have a solid set of boundaries.
Correct.
If there's no consequences for any of your fucking actions, then what's the point of giving a shit? Like, dude, if I so much as sneezed the wrong way when my mother gave me a specific order, it was a couple of slaps on either my wrist or my ass with a wooden spoon. And if my grandmother, if I had the fucking,
my grandmother beat the shit out of me.
Dude, my grandmother wore out spoons on my ass.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking those thick fucking wooden grandma spoons. One time she took one time she took out a fucking metal spatula, and I was like, yo, it's all good. We're done here. I'll never do that again. Here's $20. I'm 6. That's a lot of money.
Go away.
You know, it's just like, but I mean, there is. I mean, beat your kids is a bit extreme. I don't think it's beating, but disciplining your children, there should be no problem with that.
I mean, even if you never touch your kid.
No, I'm not saying that
you teach them that there are consequences.
Yeah,
like
you beat your mother.
Oh, you want to be an asshole? Guess what? You're gonna go sit in a corner for 20 minutes. Like.
Does she use the utensils after they are used on you? Yes. And she doesn't wash them, and she makes sure that you're eating your ass right now, kid.
Butt cookies.
You're gonna fuck up again? Yeah, butt cookies. Eat every last butt cookie. But okay, so back to this nut job.
Yes.
Let me see, where was I? Never spot down. They would, a nut job. Okay, it's an experience that a lot of pups I know have had, feeling really weird and strange about how they are, and then finding other people and feeling a lot better about it. That's not a good thing. Finally, James allowed his inner pup to shine through and after moving into a house with friends when he was 18. During that time, as I was finding out I was a pup, I met my first owner, and he ended up living in that house with us. He said it was quite a steep learning curve for my friends who had gone to school with me and seen me be relatively normal and learn all these interesting things about me. Interesting is an interesting use of interesting. James co-founded a group called, the Kennel Club. A human pups meetup for play dates.
Fucking degeneracy.
It's a furry dog dating website.
Yeah.
My whole lifestyle is about being a pup, he said. For me, it's in everything. I go about and live my day-to-day life relatively normally. That includes things like putting collars on and barking at people I know in the streets. If I see pups out in the village, I will bark at them. I get funny reactions from passerbys all the time, James added. That's not funny, it's horror. James also has 2 human pups of his own. That's an interesting word for slave. Does he dress like a dog at work? The human pup said his attire depends on the activities he's doing. If I'm going to work, I'm picking things that are fairly mild, like a T-shirt that says "pup" on the front. James
What's his
said.
last name?
James.
I'm trying to find this kennel club.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay, I have a VPN.
James told the mirror, the British man.
Make sure you spell it.
Don't know if they say his last name. I'm only seeing James. British man.
British man.
A
Kaz James.
Oh, Kaz
His
James.
first
There we
name
go.
Is...
Kaz, K-A-Z, or Zed, like my people say. And then James, like James. Let's see.
I never felt human. Nope, I'm gonna find it.
My whole lifestyle is about being James also has 2 human. Okay, here we go. Word pup. It's an extension of myself and dressing how I feel. His pup wardrobe consists of dog suits, dog masks, leashes, harnesses, and other pup items. God, this fucking article is now some. Oh, look at the cute little pup, and I'm like, no.
Holy shit!
You found it?
I found a picture of him.
Oh boy.
Because I don't think there was one included in the last one.
Is it safe for work?
Yeah.
Are you?
Won't send it to you in Discord.
Are you aware of the woman who married an amusement park ride at some nobles? I guess.
What?
Taco Sunrise in the chat.
Oh, Knobles. Are you aware of the woman who married an amusement ride at Knobles?
I
no,
am.
I'm not. But that's.
I am. I've seen the. There's videos on YouTube.
That's ridiculous.
It makes, let's see, his pup, okay, specifically done for, okay, it makes me feel really great when people walk up to me and say I look really good, and it's great that the people get a kick out of it, but it's not specifically done for other people, he added. James told the Mirror he's at peace as a dog. I feel a sense of peace being a human pup. He said, little things make me feel happy, like eating my dinner out of a bowl using a knife or fork, but dogs don't do that. I don't eat at people's tables when I go to friends' houses. I could be a normal person in a restaurant. I'm trained and can deal with humans, but I don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable, he continued. Holy shit. While he does eat regular people food, James said that he also enjoys eating Bonio's dog biscuits. I don't eat dog food. I eat regular food like a normal person, but I do eat Bonios, he added. They're quite nice. Is this really a thing? James claims that the human...
A 37-year-old store manager.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, you sent it to me on Discord, okay.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely a sexual thing. Hold on.
Oof.
Let me...
Okay, I'm going to bring this over. Just don't send me a link right now.
I just sent you a picture.
Okay, yeah, the pictures. Oh! Okay, so this is him, which he still looks off. And this is him. Oh my god. Oh. Disgusting. Disgusting. Awful.
It's definitely a sexual thing.
Oh, it's so. Oh god. Okay, we're gonna move the Discord.
Look at that.
Moving the Discord.
Look at that.
No, I moved the. No, I am never. Don't ever fucking DM me again. Don't you ever. Don't you dare. I don't feel well. I do not feel well. That was the. Oh, that was awful. Wait, hold on. Wait. There's a broad playing with her tits in my Discord. Okay.
There you go.
I'm gonna go look at boobs and butts real quick.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. All right.
Refresh.
Beautiful bums. Oh, Jessica Negri. There you go. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm back. I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank God.
Who was that? Thank you, Tennessee Marine. Daniel Franklin, thank you very much for putting that in the Discord. I feel much better now. All right, back to this article that's already traumatized me. Is this really a thing? James claims that the human pup scene took off after the 2016 documentary Secret Life of the Human Pups. We thought it was...
Give me 1 second.
Yeah?
Because speaking of pups, some of mine need to pee.
Yeah,
BRB.
go right ahead. We thought it was big before, but after the documentary came out, it just became insanely big and became a whole new other monster, he said. What else? James encourages others to try out being a pup. The best advice I could give to anyone interested in becoming a human pup is to just give it a try, he said. But some people show up at the Kennel Club out of curiosity. We do get people who just show up because they're interested in it, have a few drinks with everyone, and chat about stuff, he said. By the end of the night, they'll be on the floor with tennis balls in their mouth. It's not... That's not something that I feel... That's not something that I would use as, like, proof that it's a good old time. You know? We have people... Oh. I don't know how to make... what do you guys think? You guys want to go to... Couldn't he just keep it a secret? You would think so. You would think that he could keep it a secret. But for some reason, he needs the world to know about his degeneracy. I think people like this partially do it for attention. It has to be. Whenever I see someone going out of their way to be strange, it's gotta be tennis balls. Yeah, right? I'm with you, Victory. Tennis balls. Uh-huh. Okay, bud. Who doesn't love balls in their mouth? All right, but I mean, you do you. You do you, pal. You know? But yeah, it's a really weird... It's a really weird fucking thing. It's just the worst. And I don't know how bad your life has to be. And I don't know why it's encouraged. But I think another thing is that it's a lot of crying out for help. It's kind of irresponsible in a way. It's kind of irresponsible in a way to leave these people unchecked and unmonitored. Hello, Lollie. I was just trying to wrap my head around this pup phenomenon. And
I don't know. It's bizarre.
It's very irresponsible, I find, to just let people like this do whatever they want. I thought that's why we told children. I thought that's why we told children that like it's only good to dress up on Halloween. You know.
Well, that's why the people who are like, oh, it's just a milkshake. Are you afraid of a milkshake? When somebody gets a milkshake thrown at them, I'm like, you know, I don't think anyone's afraid of a milkshake, but the fact that like you're going around throwing food at people,
that's the more concerning.
That is a like. We have a social compact. We don't throw fucking food at people. Like, we just don't go around throwing food at people. If you had done that as a child, people would have punched you in the, like...
They would have killed... They would have
been seriously, like, disciplined for it. It's just... I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
It's really fucking weird.
I don't get it. Like, we have an agreement as a society that we don't run around throwing food at people.
It's like the deal we have with the pigeons, right? When
pigeons? We have a deal with the pigeons?
Yeah, when the pigeons... I think this is a Seinfeld bit, but when the pigeons... We have a deal with the pigeons. When we drive our car, they fly out of the way. It's an unspoken deal we have with pigeons. There should be that with people dressed in dog suits. You see someone in dog suits, you call animal control.
Yeah.
You know, he could be rabid. We don't know. I have one more light-hearted, fun article after that, and then if you want, we can take a look at some Sims autism real quick, or wrap up the show.
We can do one.
Either way. All right.
I mean, you promised Sims autism.
I did.
We'll just do one.
All right. Company trolls Ohio with scented candle that smells like nothing.
What?
I love this. An American company has released a candle with a scent meant to represent Ohio, and it smells like nothing. The troll job Michiganders can be proud. Michigander. I don't know. Can be proud of comes courtesy of Symbol Nature, a Fort Wayne-based company that specializes in scented candles based on locations around the world. California smells like blood oranges. Chicago smells like caramel and popcorn. And Denver smells like black currant, amber, and absinthe. Jesus. But not the Ohio candle. It has no scent at all. Not much to see, not much to do. Welcome to Ohio, the unscented candle. The company description reads, fantastic. Unsurprising, Ohioans on social media are not pleased with the apparent jab at their state, nor is one of Ohio's leading tourism promoters who listed positive smells of Ohio in a 13-part Twitter storm on Wednesday. Jesus. The Indiana candle scent that makes fun of Ohio. This state tourism official thinks it stinks. But the company doesn't seem to care. The scented candle is available for $15.95 on the Simple Nature website. Currently, there are no Michigan-scented candles available either, so I guess the Great Lakes state doesn't have a scent either. A separate company did release a Michigan candle that smells like summer, cherries, and chocolate, though. Candles that smell like Michigan meant to combat homesickness. That's better than nothing. So a company just made a fucking scented candle that tasted like that smelled like nothing, just to troll Ohio. Like
It's fucking weird.
Like fuck you,
Ohio. Like what a weird choice. What a weird fucking choice.
Look at this. I like to party. This little comic strip.
Oh my god.
That's fucking funny, dude. Well done.
Drax says Michigan smells like jet fuel and crack smoke.
There you go.
Hmm.
Well, what the fuck does summer smell like? Cow shit? Or is that spring? I guess that would be more spring.
I don't know. I don't smell cow shit.
In the spring?
No.
Oh.
I mean, if I'm on
Maybe
the turnpike, maybe.
Maybe it's a Quebec thing.
The turnpike, no.
Turnpike.
No,
is
if I'm driving towards Amish country, yes.
Oh well, yeah. Do you want to send me the link to? Oh God! Fuck!
What?
I just went in our DMs.
Oh.
Just saw that fucking dog man.
Woo.
All right, so we'll finish up with. We'll do one thing of Sims Autism, and then we'll wrap it up with. This is a long one.
Did you find it? You got the link?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I was just saying this is a long in terms of the show.
Oh yeah, it is.
I mean, we used to do 3 hours all the time, but that's long.
No, but then you started a rule and nobody adheres to it, so.
I'm not good with rules.
I know. It's the same.
I'll make them and then I'll just be like, eh.
Same.
Pay someone else to enforce. So are we looking at 604?
Yeah.
That's what we're starting? All right.
604.
So everybody, it's time for Sims Autism. We haven't done this in a while.
No, that's why I'm doing my skimming.
Oh,
just
yes.
to make sure there's no boobies.
The other day I was fucking playing GTA while streaming. This was like a week or two ago. And some fucking asshole had like mods. And one of them was a naked mod. So I turn around and next thing I know, there's a guy with a big fucking dick just running after me. I'm like, oh God, I'm streaming. So I just kept running away trying to keep him off camera. Thankfully, nobody watches me, so nobody reported it. So that's good.
That's key. All right, so we're good.
We're good? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Sims Autism, everybody. Everybody's favorite time of the week. Number 1. Trinity... Oh, wait, hold on. Let me click on it. Trinity Fashion Shop. Why do you insist? AdFly is not safe for our PC.
Ruh-roh.
People is not against you. You're the one turning it against you. AdFly is dangerous, and people has a right to know before clicking.
People do has a right.
Listen, all right?
People do has a right.
You don't tell me what rights...
I understand.
You don't sit there and tell me what rights I has and don't has, okay? I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but nobody tells me what rules I has.
That's right. I mean, it's...
Everybody in the chat, never let anybody tell you what you has, all right? Only you know what you has inside. All right, and everybody knows it's what you has inside that counts.
That's right.
Okay, I'm going to stop saying it like that because it's going to stop
really
being ironic. And I'm just going to start talking like an idiot. It'll be like how that thought said copy strike and now everybody says copy strike.
Copy strike?
Yeah, instead of copyright strike.
Oh, she just left out a word.
Yeah, well, she said copy strike because she's a thought. Same thought just recently threw her cat, launched the fucking cat behind her. It's pretty funny.
Oh, that person.
Linity or something like that. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. I just said her name. She's going to... Oh, well.
We're fucked.
Guess I'm going to have to go to my you has a point. Don't tell me what I has! Mike, come on. Number 2. Oh, this I hate. Oh, God. Shit like this makes my skin crawl.
Fucking weird.
I don't know body glitter. Looks like a skin disease, but okay. That is horrific. I hate. I'm just gonna. Well,
like the one on the left is really horrific. Like that's the.
Really? Because I mean, they all look like they've been possessed. They have no whites of their eyes.
No, but the one on the left is even worse because
no,
the
you're not
skin
wrong.
is not like a normal skin color. Like it's just like it's
gross.
Purpley? I don't know any purple people.
Not yet.
No.
You know, I identify as a purple person.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm being racist then.
You're hurting my feelings, but whatever. So, not the first time, won't be the last. Number 3. This whole hair drama is the most first world problems thing that happened on Sindler. White American living in a country with a 3.6% unemployment rate asks for other people's money. White European asks for $20 as a donation. Black Americans freak out saying their culture is being exploited because of pixel hairs. I mean, terribly worded, but I agree with the sentiment.
Yeah, I guess.
Fucking lunatic.
I guess.
Oh, hell yeah. Look at this. I had to fix this, Lamau. Now she looks normal. I don't know who at EA made this ugly dude on the left. Now Kiala has the perfect daughter. Yeah, the square shoulders.
That's a little weird.
The pec. This looks like fucking, like, I guess it's her clavicles, even though they should be here. But I guess maybe they're defining pecs. I don't know.
It's unclear.
It's so dumb. What's the difference? They look.
They're very similar.
Yeah. Like, at first I thought there was, she put a little bit more lipstick.
Well, also the one on the left does kind of look like maybe a hunchback.
Yeah, that's true. Posture is very important.
With man shoulders.
I don't want me a slanty bitch, you know?
Slanty bitch.
I think that's what I'm going to say on that Tinder match. First question, like, hello, I'm Eric. Are you a slanty bitch?
Slanty bitch. That's right.
What do you think? You think that would work?
Oh, totally.
Hell yeah.
Never take my advice.
No, actually, I should. I should listen to your advice.
That's true.
You have some sort of weird sixth sense that I need to take advantage of. All right.
I do.
But that's a story for just you and I. All right?
Yeah.
Not for these degenerates who love that dog furry guy.
Ew.
Number 5, Sims file share. All right? Folder hairs. Yes, this is how badly the community wanted Frankie's hairs 5 days after they were leaked. And look how racist are the hair names too. All right? Hair grew corn. Hair grew Colt Philly.
Colt Philly.
Coconut butterfly, zebra, Yoda, worms, Wonderland, unicorn, Twister, Tinkerbell. Where's the racism?
I'm maybe that's being facetious.
Do you think maybe it's because we're both white, we just can't see the racism because we don't know what it is?
Probably. We're blinded by our own whiteness.
We're so white that we. It's like when you that first really nice day of sunshine after the winter, where you go out and you take your hoodie off and you realize that, oh my god, if I look directly at myself, I'll burn a hole in my retina. Do you get that white in the winter?
No, because I'm part Italian, so.
Oh, boopity boppity.
Yeah, I have pretty olive.
Well, so do I, but I get.
So I'm never really all that pale. I get pale, but not.
You're pretty pale though.
Oh yeah.
Pretty pale.
I'm not Irish pale.
I've seen your face once or twice. Not gonna brag.
A few times.
Not gonna brag.
A few times.
Pretty proud of myself. All right. You know, when I met you the first time, I'm gonna look at that girl's face a lot. I'm happy to say, a year and a half later, mission accomplished, pal.
Mission fucking accomplished.
Wouldn't that have been? I wish I could go back in time. So when you came on my stream after having after being at Dave and Buster's for a while, you.
I screamed at you. It was great.
And you screamed at me. I should have just been like, I am going to look at your face a lot in the next year and a half. I wish I could go back and say that to you.
I like getting drunk and fighting with people on the internet. It's a good time.
Oh my god!
No, it usually doesn't end well for me because at some point.
Yeah, tell me about it. You got stuck with me for a year and a half. She came into my stream, yelled at me, and I was like, I like her. I'm gonna stick around. And she's like, fuck, I was supposed to yell at him, tell him he's a faggot. And then I was like, wow. She sounds so pretty.
It's just fun. It's just fun. It's fun. It's fun.
It is. No, you're not wrong.
And then everybody gets so mad and takes everything so damn seriously, and I'm just laughing and drunk replying.
It was it was funny because you came in. I had no fucking idea who you were. You didn't really know who I was either. To be fair to you,
No, I had no idea.
And
I don't know why we were fighting. I don't remember why we were fighting either.
we were talking about a specific topic, and you didn't agree with me at all. But then it came out that when you came on the show that you didn't actually disagree. We actually agreed. You just wanted to yell at me. And that's what. Then that's when you cue the Wonder Years music, and you're like, and that's when I knew I met the woman I was going to marry one day. To everything turn. Ah!
So weird. Okay.
This,
All right.
Oh boy, here we. Oh, hold on. Okay, never mind. I thought I had a sneeze coming. You know, you get that tingly feeling in your nose. I got that.
Yeah,
but
that's been happening to me. So I keep muting and unmuting because I keep feeling like I need to sneeze and I don't.
Thank you. I just caught that. Very weird. We'll have to talk about that later. This Simmer's the biggest hypocrite on Tumblr. Oh, not on Tumblr. Fuck. And why the fuck does she make these awful lips? This thing is really gross. Oh my god, looks like some deformed labia. God damn. Shots being fired.
Oof.
Also, if one of your labias is significantly larger like that than the other one, you might want to go see a gyno. I don't have a vagina, but I've seen one or two in my day.
I mean, unless you're born that way. Like, some people have, like, uneven titties, too.
Everybody's titties are uneven.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh,
even yours.
They feel pretty even.
Yeah, they feel even, but if I spend a lot of time looking at tits.
Should I go wait? I'm gonna go weigh them.
Please don't. We're almost done, okay?
Okay.
Hold on.
All right. Okay, keep going.
Just you saying you were gonna go weigh your tits, half the chat's dick just boing.
Incorrect. No, I'm a boomer. Boomer.
I absolutely love the 90s, 2000s looking custom content. No matter how ugly or tacky some people might think it is, especially for The Sims 2, it just fits in. Broski, the head of tit research. I wish.
There you go.
I'm on the forefront of paying women to touch their fake tits.
I don't disagree with that. I mean, I think I really want to touch a fake boob still.
Maybe that's what we could do for the first time we meet.
Touch fake boobs
We could
together?
go out and touch fake tits together. I think that would be a memory we would both remember for the rest of our lives.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, we could probably make this happen. Like, just have to go to a strip club and pay the right amount.
I've never been to a strip club with a broad, and I've always wanted to.
Really? I used to go all the time.
Lollie, now I know this might be a little forward, but would you go to a strip club with me?
Absolutely.
It's like I'm asking you to go to prom.
Absolutely, I would. One of my best friends, not anymore, but an ex-best friend used to bartend at a strip club. I'd go all the fucking time. She made a shit ton of money. It was great.
There's a strip club right across the street from me.
I'm pretty sure the last time I went to a strip club, we fucking straddled my face, and I never went back.
Wait, was it a male strip male?
No.
Okay, because that would have been that would have been really rapey because it was a female. I was like, wow.
No, it was a female, and I was like, I don't think I like what's happening right now, but people I were with thought it was pretty funny, so.
Oh, I can't wait for my boys to storm Area 51 and see them aliens and Naruto run through the bullets.
Yeah, that's right. Fucking right.
That Area 51 thing, man. I want to be on the front lines of that. I'm coming out of my cage, and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. Is this a song?
Yeah.
All right, I'm skipping that. That's fucking
Yeah.
retarded. Why do half of their faces look fucking weird? I hate it. You got a case with this face here. This is a Downy
Which
sim.
one?
The blonde looking up. This is a Downy face.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
every other face, no, don't agree. I mean, the Asian looks like something's up her butt and she wasn't expecting it, but they don't look fucking weird. Oh, it's the lyrics to Mr. Brightside. Oh, right. Yeah, because I'm Mr. Brightside, right. I hate that song, so that's why. Oh, look at that.
Understand the context then with the sim.
Strip club across the street. Was that what sold you on a place to live? No. The $300 rent and my awesome roommate is what sold it, and the fact that I live in the middle of nowhere now. So I like
I
it.
have $300 rent.
Yeah, my rent is $300 a month,
Jesus.
including internet, heat, water, everything.
And that's fucking Canada money, so
Mhm.
it's even less.
Mm-hmm. Quebec has the
Jesus.
cheapest rent in the country by far.
Do you know how much my mortgage is?
Well, yeah, but you have a house.
Do you know how much it is though?
Yeah, you told me. Is it like over 1,000?
It's 1,500.
Yeah.
And the electric is a lot, and the water is a lot.
Oh, and I also like to point out
for insurance.
I also like to point out it was renovated last year, so it's not like I live in a crack shack. I live in this is probably one of the nicest
No, your
apartments
place
I've
is
ever
nice.
lived in. Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you've seen my place.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. It's 3 bedrooms too, by the way.
Tacos is holy shit minus
Holy $12.50.
But yeah, I mean, I paid that much when I rented.
What?
That's why I got a house.
How does anybody live in apartments?
Well, I didn't have an apartment. I had a townhouse. But he also lives in a city, and I live on kind of the outskirts of the city. So,
Huh?
the burbs. I live in the burbs.
No, that's
his
okay. It's mortgage.
mortgage.
Oh, okay. Well, see,
Oh shit!
But see, there's a difference between paying rent and paying a mortgage. Your mortgage
Yeah,
is
because
going.
I
You're
have
gonna eventually sell
equity.
the house, and it's gonna.
Equity.
You get that money back. The money I give to my
Mhm.
landlord Well, I don't give it to my land. That's another great thing. I never deal with my landlord. I pay my roommate. She pays the rent directly from her account, and I just. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I had I bought this house when the housing shit started, so my interest is super low.
Nice.
It's like 3%. It's
That's
fucking
good.
crazy.
That's really
It's like
yeah.
crazy low
That's really
for like
good.
30 years. I know. It's fucking insane. So that 1,500 also includes the escrow for my taxes, my property taxes, and my insurance for the house.
There you go. So you're doing all right
Yeah.
for yourself.
Yeah.
Doing all right. We have really. You picked the one black female lead and turned her into a white woman. Not very groovy, baby. Oh God, they're mad because they whitewashed Beyonce. Why are they getting mad at this? Beyonce whitewashed herself. That's not on EA. That's on Beyonce. Go look at her in Destiny's Child. Go look at her in the video for Bills, and then look at her today. Tell me I'm wrong. All right, she's fucking female Jackson. Facebook challenge in one of the groups to make Austin Powers and one of his leading ladies. I picked Roxy Cleopatra because she's a whole lot of woman. I love that line. I tried my hand at recoloring the clothes. Didn't come out too bad. Tell me what you think. If you want the mojo, just click here, baby. Christ. Oh, my God. I really like Danny. She's fun, and I wish her the best, but this pick made me think why her pick quality sucks so much. Anti-aliasing sends their regards. I wouldn't worry about anti-aliasing. I would worry about the fucking eyeballs trying to get in the same hole.
Yeah, that's and the hair. In also
Everything.
in the hole.
Plus, I think they used a real background, so it looks like. First of all, this kid looks like she has fucking meth teeth.
Weird.
Ugh. They all have the same face.
I mean, the mouth. The mouth is like the positioning of the mouth.
But I wouldn't say they're the same.
No.
They're not the same color, first of all. That's strikingly different.
And it makes a totally different person.
Strikingly
Just change
different.
the color.
Yeah.
Not-
Well, no, if you're
no,
going to say
I-
things are the same, then they should be same.
Yeah.
Different color, not
Yeah.
same.
No, I'd say the position of the mouth and in the noses to a point. Some of the noses are the same.
Oh, this is funny. Hashtag people who are mad about pack stuff being BGC, I guess that's paid content, with the new
Right.
patch are the same ones who won't pay extra taxes for free healthcare. And that's the T on that. Except healthcare is a right.
No, it's
it's not.
No, it's fucking not.
I mean, it isn't.
It's fucking not.
It is in Canada in some ways.
Nah, it is in Canada, but it's not in the United States of America.
It is,
where we
but
are free.
it is, but woe is you if you lose your health card, because it's a pain in the ass to get a new one, and if you get sick,
Oh, no, I know, I remember.
and if you get sick, you might as well go down to the States. It'll be cheaper, and you'll get better care. All right, let's see if they're gonna.
Tennessee Marine is taunting us with cheap land in the South. Yeah, but you also live in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I mean, that's kind of nice. You can.
But
He can shoot
I don't know.
guns. I want to shoot guns.
I mean, I can shoot guns too.
Yeah, but if you shoot it in your
I mean,
backyard, there's a chance you might kill someone.
I would kill somebody. And my neighbors are minorities, so they might
hate crime.
call it a hate crime.
Might? No, 100%.
No, I like my neighbors. They're really good. Their little kid he's the cutest little thing.
Like
Like
the one that
I was
comes to your
taking
house
out.
and offers to
Yeah.
clean up your
No,
driveway or whatever.
No, he came in the middle of the fucking day. I was like taking my groceries out and into the house. I like out of my car, running them into the house, and he comes over, and I had like the last thing, and it was like a pack of soda or something, like something heavy. And he was like, "I can help you," and he's like 2 feet tall. I'm like,
But you're 3 feet
That's
tall,
really
so
cute.
it's not that bad.
"It's really cute, but thank you. I think I'm good. I think I'm good."
So you
No,
you,
and then
you
and then
shattered
he
his
then he
fragile
also
male ego.
No, but then there was another time where like so like sometimes I can just hear him like randomly screaming in the backyard. So like one time I wandered out because it sounded like he was dying. Like it sounded like honestly it sounded like somebody broke a leg or like something because they have a trampoline in the backyard.
Oh, trampoline.
So yeah, so I go out and I'm like somebody's dead. Like this is I'm gonna have to
to
like
do
call
something about
cops. Like
this.
what's going on? Like there's a child like just screaming in the yard. So I walk out and he was just mad at his sister, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, do you want chocolate?" Children like that, right?
Get them all sugared up, send them back to their parents.
Pretty much. So I gave him. He like came over and he was like, "Hey, can I go sleep on your couch?" And I'm like, "No." Yeah, he wanted to sleep. He asked if he could go in and take a nap on my couch, and I was like, "No, you can't do that. Like you can you can hang out in my yard, hang out with the dogs, whatever. I don't care because your mother can see you if she looks.
That's so.
But you're not coming into. You're not gonna come into my house.
That's so weird. Kids are so weird.
They are weird.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go to my neighbors after the show, knock on their door, be like, "Hi,
Yeah.
can I sleep on your couch?"
Mm-hmm.
My mom said it was okay.
Oh yeah, and like, cause I had to pick him up to get into my yard in the first place because they have a fence.
Yeah.
So like, I picked him up over the fence and put him in the yard to play with the dogs and eat chocolate and whatever. And I was like, I don't fucking care. Like, I just want this child to stop screaming in the middle of the day.
Makes sense.
I think he was taking a nap. Fucked up. But yeah, no, he was like, so can I just come inside and take a nap on your couch? I'm like, he's like, I just want to look at your furniture, and I'm like, why?
He's casing the joint.
Why? What a fucking weirdo. He's super cute.
Holy shit,
but
he's casing the joint. He wants to rob you.
I don't know.
Man, smart
don't
kid.
know.
This kid's
He's
going
super
places.
cute, but
He's smart.
it's like, no, we're not
Don't
doing
let
that.
kids in your house.
We're not doing
If
that.
they don't belong to you or they don't belong to a family member, don't let them in your house.
Yeah.
That's a smart move. Smart move.
Yeah. Well, I've had there's like a pack of them, so like they've all realized that I'm a big like fucking softie, so they come over, can I play with the dog? And they like, there's this one kid, and I think he might be like, I think he might have like a learning disability or something. He's a very sweet kid, but like he comes over and he just wants to see my dog, and he just like sits in the yard with my dog and just like whispers to him, and they like just sit there and cuddle for like 20 minutes. It's very strange.
He's plotting your death.
The kid
Yeah.
with the dog?
Yeah. He's trying
the dog loves.
Trying to bring the dog over to his side of things.
Trying to convince him.
Yeah. Useless venture, fruitless venture. We both know this,
It is.
but
It is.
that kid is
No,
not.
he would just get. I mean, little does he know, all you need is a fucking firework, and he's out.
Yeah, that's true. But don't
He's fucking out.
don't ever turn your back on this child, Lollie, for your own safety, please.
No, he's like old now.
Oh yeah, because young sociopaths don't grow up to be much larger and stronger sociopaths.
I haven't seen him in a while, but every time I do see him, he just like sits in the yard, just like talking, like whispering to my dog and petting him, and it's super weird. And like
Ugh.
I've caught him doing it with nobody there.
I'm so
Like, so he'll
uncomfortable.
go up to like the fence and just sit there and pet my dog.
Talk to your dog. I'm so uncomfortable right now.
That kid has a crush on you. I don't know if that's what it is.
Yeah, definitely.
I think he's
No.
really in love with the dog.
No, let me tell you a story. When I was a
He
young,
does it when he doesn't even know that I see it.
he knows. He knows. They all know, Lollie. They all know. They're on to you. Here we have somebody named Vanessa, pre-made. And they gave exactly the same outfit to this new pre-made as Vanessa, except different shoes and different swatches. How fucking lazy.
So fucking lazy.
The original mesh is free and you want money for your conversion. This is getting ridiculous. Oh. They really just don't like people making money, do they?
The dog is in. He's like 12, maybe?
Oh my god, he's a horny teenager. 100%.
Not. He's.
He
no.
loves you.
His like, I don't think his voice even.
He might
changes
love
yet.
you more than Brandon loves you.
I hate.
Who, Brandon or the kid? I have a dream of becoming an entomologist and working with bees and other pollinators because plants are important. Every time my husband tells me I want to farm bees, he tells me he'll divorce me. And it's just and it isn't in jest. He's serious. I'm still study entomology and end up employed at an extermination company, which sucks because I love bugs and don't want to kill them.
What the fuck's wrong with you? Sounds like a you problem.
I wanted to be an entomologist, but then my husband was mean, so I decided to become an exterminator. Oh, okay. That's a
Weird.
oh. I wish lesbian bars and hangouts still existed in my area, or just man-free spaces for that matter. I can't go to literally any girls who like girls or queer events in my city without men clogging up the space. There's already
You fucking men taking up so many women's spaces.
Yeah, I hate
I'd
to
rather hang out with dudes any day.
I hate to
They're
tell
way more fun.
I hate to tell you, sweetheart, most of those women are actually dudes in the first place. So
I want nothing to fucking do with that.
there's
Are you kidding
already
me? I would much rather be friends with guys than girls.
Yeah.
Every time.
Same.
I don't want to go on some female retreat or any of that
Ugh.
shit. Are you kidding me?
Oh
No fucking way.
no,
Couldn't pay me enough.
you're all fucking nuts.
Couldn't pay me enough.
There's already a plethora of gay bars in my city, and I understand you can't run a business on good vibes, but it still sucks. I just want to be around lesbians and bi women my own age without dudes staring. I grew up in a very gay part of the city, and I very rarely did I stare. Very rarely did I ever give a shit. Oh, look, two guys are kissing. Okay. Oh, look,
Then
two
just
girls
make it
are
a fucking
kissing.
just make it a fucking lesbian bar then.
Yeah.
Make it a fucking lesbian bar. Make that the fucking whatever.
Just,
like
it's
there's
The
a gay
Sims.
bar.
Just wall
Right.
up all the men.
Yeah,
Corral them.
exactly. Get rid of them.
Yeah.
We don't need like. Why are they all topless around a fire?
Because that's
It's
what
just-
women do.
it's-
That's what lesbians do, Lolly. They build giant bonfires and get naked.
I have never in my life seen that happen.
Well, you're not a
before.
lesbian now, are you?
No.
Well, that's why you
No.
wouldn't know. This is secret lesbian stuff they're telling here.
No. No. I much prefer men to women because they're not fucking insane.
Well, we have
It's-
penises
it-
too, so that's good.
Yeah, that's only part of the reason why I
It's-
get along with men. I get along with men way better than women.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
Because this kind of shit does it like who
You're
the
kind of like a
fuck thinks
dude too,
this is fun?
to be honest.
I am.
You're
I am.
for
am.
someone
Problem.
despite you looking very feminine, you're
Mhm.
you're like one of my bros more than
I
anything
know.
else. Like
I
if I
know.
saw
And
you, I
just-
wouldn't do that gay thing where we kiss, mwah, mwah. I'd fist bump you. What up, pal?
Yeah.
You know, I call
Yeah.
you stuff like dude. Oh, I mean, I already
I
do.
get really fucking weird when people do that kiss shit, and I'm like,
You would
look,
hate Quebec.
I don't want to fucking. I don't want your fucking saliva on me. Get out.
Complete
outta here.
strangers would try to kiss me, and I'm like, no,
No,
handshake
get
will
the
do.
fuck outta here.
Yeah, handshake will
No.
do, pal.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to fucking wipe off your herpes. No,
There you
go away.
You get it.
Go the fuck away.
You get it.
Get away from me.
You get it. You get
Being
it.
able to pee standing up boosts sanity exponentially. No, I don't know if that's it. I don't know. I mean, I'm jealous, but
Are you?
mm,
I'll be perfectly honest. I'll be
Yeah.
perfectly honest. If I get up in the middle of the night, there's no fucking way I'm standing. For one, I would piss all over the bathtub, which is
Yeah,
nowhere
people
near my toilet, so
don't.
that would
Yeah,
be
men,
impressive.
men sit right peeing.
Yo, sometimes I gotta
don't know.
fucking look at Instagram thoughts. Where am I gonna do that? On the can.
Fair.
You know, that way if the mood strikes me.
Fair. How do you deal with the pooping issue with a roommate? Do you only have one bathroom?
I put my butt on the toilet seat, I take a shit, I flush, and I little
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, we've lived together for like a year and change now.
Yeah, no, it's been a while.
So we're pretty comfortable around each other. Like sometimes
Mhm.
I'll just be like, I'm going to fart now, so just deal with it, and then I fart. She's like a dude.
That's what Ronnie does.
Yeah, we treat each other like we're dudes.
So Ronnie scares himself when he farts, though. It's kind of funny.
We surprise each
Like,
other.
he'll hear it and freak out
Yeah.
and run away.
But
And then, like, if I go, ugh, Ronnie, he gets up and goes, and he walks away like he knows why I'm mad.
he's shamed. He's like, you don't have to call it out every time. Fucking asshole. I'm going over here. All right, let's see. This looks like a fucking diary entry. So I know that the community is more or less divided about the rebranding right now, but please keep in mind that a lot of work went into this. And make sure that your criticism is constructive and respectfully worded. Oh, God, on the internet, good luck with that. It's not a problem to not like the rebranding, but please keep it nice. You know what I find far more annoying than the whining and moaning about pointless stuff? These little white knights who always come crawling out of the woodwork to defend EA. Like, just shut the fuck up and let people complain. EA doesn't need these little cheerleaders to tell them how great they are. It's ridiculous. The whining gets irritating. But people acting like kindergarten teachers to kiss EA's ass is even worse to me. Just let people bitch without getting involved. Also, divided? I'd say like 90% of the people expressing an opinion hate it. I've seen a few meh and very few I liked it. But it's not like we're 50-50. Lol.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that said Lollie. Jesus. Lottie, what?
They're after me.
Lollie.
Specifically.
Lottie, why are your pics so shitty? 4:3 aspect ratio in 2019? Seriously, grow up. I like how
2019. It is current fucking year.
I like how the aspect ratio is what makes it grow up. Use a big boy aspect, okay? Jesus Christ. Anyone else hate this hair system? The orange is way too light, the blonde is terrible, and the black is too dark. And worst of all, a lot of creators are switching to it, leaving us Puppet and Remy 3 color fans in the dust. Something about new hair algorithms? I don't know.
New hair algorithm.
I don't know. Ah! Couldn't you have just waited until there were adults before saying this? Nasty. Any one of my favorite, though, very young OTP OWO. That last part is like fucking another language.
I don't know what that is.
Is this like pedophilia?
Couldn't you have just waited until they were adults before saying this? Nasty. Another one of my favorite, though, very young OTP. Ooh.
That's not ooh, it's owo. Owo.
Yeah. Oh well.
Okay, moving on. Ah!
Yeah, I don't know. I don't actually know what that means.
Oh my god, it's Woe Vicky.
Jesus.
No, it's not Woe Vicky. It's that weird alien girl that hangs out with Woe Vicky. You ever see this?
Like that fucking...
You ever see this broad? She constantly sounds like she's like suffering from the effects of a concussion. Oh, why are you trying to tell me stop hating on us, man? What are you doing over there? Well, yo, I swear to God, that's what she sounds like.
I don't know what that is.
It's Woe Vicky's alien friend.
Please,
somebody in the chat, tell me you know who I'm talking about.
That person looked the. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Let me
Sim,
I gotta.
Sim appears to be punched in the face.
Whoa, Vicky.
Punched in the face, Sim.
Whoa, Vicky's weird-looking friend.
Space Medic says long head alien.
There. That's her. Look at this alien girl.
I can't. I'm on the same.
But it'll be on the stream.
Chat.
It doesn't need. It doesn't. What she's saying is irrelevant. It's just you need to look at this alien girl. Look at her.
Ew.
What is that thing?
He can't fuck.
Oh hell yeah.
I got a bag.
Yeah.
Then in my comments, I'm popping tags.
Wait, she's gonna.
I got money.
She's singing now.
I'm really lit. I beat her ass for talking shit.
She can't open her eyes.
White. I'm rushing Louis Yami. I hit the scene.
It didn't even rap.
I can't be
it didn't even rhyme.
They stated hey, but I don't give a fuck.
Watch this.
Period.
This is the best part.
Never. Stop hating on us.
And then they were gonna pop out like a duck.
Stop at stop sign. Period. We at y'all neck all 2020. Yeah.
Oh my God, she doesn't make any sense. She doesn't make any sense.
Is she a fucking albino?
I don't know what she is. I don't even think she's human.
She looks like an albino.
She looks like a fucking alien. Yes, Jesus fuck is the appropriate reaction. Yes. Changing Jesus' last name, completely reasonable reaction to that. So let's see. I know this. I know the L list was released 7 years ago, but the ending still pisses me off.
Oh, she's an albino black girl. Yeah, she looks.
Oh,
She
okay.
looks like she has African features.
Anthony deserved better, and Tiffany will get what's coming to her when Corey betrays her for the millionth time.
Oh.
All right. And that's how we're ending it this week with alien girls who are black but look white, who are the epitome of mushed mouth retard. Whoa, Vicky, please don't strike my channel for me. You looked fine. All right, it's just you look completely. You sounded like a fucking idiot, but you look completely fine. All right,
I didn't even hear her, so
she did.
I'll have to go back.
They're just white girls.
I'll have to go back and watch my own stream.
Well, they're white. They're white girls who want to sound black, so of course they sound retarded. But
no, but one of them's albino.
Yes, but that's not Whoa Vicky. That's Whoa Vicky's alien friend. I'm just saying right now. I don't want Whoa Vicky has the bigger presence online. I don't want her to strike my channel down for saying that she hangs out with a weird albino alien looking broad.
Oh my God, no! I thought we were talking about the albino person. I didn't know who it was.
No, Whoa Vicky was on the right, and the alien albino was on the left.
I didn't even look at the other one.
You
Damn
didn't?
it! Well, no.
My God, how could you miss it?
The albino was more enthralling to me.
Oh God, it was really upsetting. Yeah, so that's the show this week. Thank you, Lollie, for joining us. There's a long one this week. Can't complain we didn't give you anything. Not this week. Normally you can, but not this week.
Pay me, bitch!
At streamlabs.com/MTLBroski. It goes right to Lollie's account.
$15 an hour.
Oh, shit. Damn. Say goodbye to the people before I play the music out.
Love you, babies. Bye.
Disgusting. Thank you guys for joining us on the Wake and Bake. Might come back later tonight with a gaming stream. I don't know. It depends. It's still really hot. But if not, we'll be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Morning Decay. Links to that is on the main page of the channel, although I'm sure most of you already have that link handy. So thank you for joining us this morning. We'll catch you next week for another Wake and Bake, unless Lollie decides that she's got better things to do with her time, which would probably be the right call. Bye!
I'm from the Great White North, right? Like up above the States? Yeah. The big landmass that the rest of the world hates? Fuck yeah. We're like above that. Fucking north, I guess. The big patch of trees where everybody's bored to death. We're just chilling up here, sipping syrup, playing hockey. Before we learn to walk, we can cross-check properly. Just rocking plaid jackets. Chainsaws, we operate them right. Fucking A-right we do, bud. We cut our weight in firewood. Every 20 minutes or so. Smoke break. And if the Leafs make the playoffs, I'll fucking jump in the lake. Fucking buddy comes over to my place the other night and he's like, you wanna go out for a rip? And I was like, fucking right. Yeah. So we hop in the truck and hit the mud and I was like, oh, fuck yeah, bud. Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip. Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip. Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip. Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip. I come from the land of the polite, where shit's covered in ice. So when I'm down in the States, they're like, you're too fucking nice. I'm like, yeah, we got manners, but fucking buddies still fight and fucking swear and fucking drink all night. Like this one time, me and fucking buddy are out having a dart, and fucking buddy burns a hole in my coat. And I was like, fuck, bud. Because the coat was pretty new, right? And he's like, fuck you. So I put his head in a snowbank and just started fucking feeding him the right, left. Like fucking boom, boom, boom. You got enough yet? And he's like, okay, fuck, chill out, shit. So I pulled him out of the snow and we went out for a rip. Yeah. Just out for a rip, are you? Fuck yeah. Just out for a rip. Fucking right. Just out for a rip, are you? Fuck yeah. Just out for a rip. Fucking right. Just out